Bros, assemble. Welcome into the Bro Force Squad podcast, and we're here to give you another universe-famous movie commentary on Avengers Endgame. We have our movies paused at the 2-second mark. It's actually black on your screen, so don't get confused. While you guys get your time travel watches sunk up with ours, we're going to go around the time travel circle and meet the bros. As always, I am your host, Brian Banner. And to my right, we have the mayor himself, Jeff Hornacek. Now, Horns, I know that you've had a pretty fantastic life, but if there was one thing you could use a time heist to change, what would it be?
It would be the arbitrator in my divorce hearing, giving my ex-wife all of the cool shit that I collected in my life.
Why don't you just ask Cycly for it back?
He blocked my fucking number, dude. I would love to. Actually, if you could pass along a few messages to him, I have some things I'd like to say. I'll shoot you an email.
Just go ahead and email me that. That'd be fine.
Just copy and paste the email. Don't put your own words in it, okay?
Don't worry, it's fine. I got your back. All right, guys. And to his left, we have our enforcer in the paint, Matthew F. Geiger. Now, speaking of emails, Geiger, I got a weird email the other day from Thanos. I think it was coming from you, but it looked like you were asking him to use the gauntlet for something, like you wanted to borrow it. What exactly was that about?
Yeah, I just really asked them as nicely as I could to snap his fingers so I could get rid of this chlamydia that I have right now, but he would not fucking do it.
Interesting. Okay. Well, on that note, again.
So now I'm going to take those pills.
They're really not that bad.
It's curable. Right. It could be worse.
Kind of like herpes. It's curable. All right, guys. We, again, are paused at the 2-second mark. Your screen should be black right now. We're going to hit play in 3, 2, 1. Time travel.
This is the culmination of a ton of fucking movies. 80 something? That's many movies.
A culmination of 88 of our movie commentaries and 22 Marvel movies.
Yeah, 22 Marvel movies.
So as we get into it, this scene, when Jeremy Renner first shot it, they told him this was going to be at the very end of Infinity War. They ended up moving it.
I think Renner always seems to get shit on sometimes, I think, during these.
I think it's better that it's at the beginning of this.
Dude, this
isn't that Russo's daughter also?
I'm not sure, actually.
I'm pretty sure it is.
That's Linda Cardellini.
There's our girl, Linda Cardellini, right?
Hottest chick ever.
Yeah.
Well,
she doesn't age either.
No.
She looked 32 in Boy Meets World, and she looks 32 right now.
Who the fuck does put mayo on a hot dog? It's no psychopaths.
French.
I like mayo on fries. Ever since I watched Pulp Fiction for the first time, I actually tried it. It's pretty fucking good.
This is the first time Hawkeye is uttered in the MCU. Selvig calls him the Hawk in the Avengers, but they never actually say his code name.
This might be one of our more serious movies we've ever done, right?
Not in the second act, but it bookends very seriously.
Probably.
Yeah.
We've done like Logan and
Logan.
I guess we did The Dark Knight too. I forgot about that.
So what do you think his thought is right now? Like, were they kidnapped? Like, he's seen some crazy shit, so
definitely not disintegrating into dust. That can't be a top 3.
Right. I think that his intuitions were right. Linda Cardellini really did like that plumber that came over the.
Yeah, he's like, she's fucking cheating on me.
She's fucking him, and she took the kids
she
with
took
her.
the goddamn kids. I raised them.
Showed the one how to shoot an arrow. I mean, yeah, that was 10 minutes ago, but still, I showed her.
What song is this?
Dear Mr. Fantasy by...
Great music choice.
Fuck.
Noticed here in the
I don't have my own banner.
Sorry, real quick, I read this. In the intro, everyone who was snapped out of existence has been removed. So you didn't see Doctor Strange, you didn't see Black Panther, you didn't see Star-Lord. Yeah.
That right there is just attention to detail, like, to do something like that.
And you can see, like, blank spaces where, like, they would have been. Who would have ever thought when Guardians of the Galaxy came out that Nebula would eventually be playing paper football with Tony Stark.
I know.
I forgot about
She's
paper
actually
football. I haven't played paper football in forever.
I was like 10.
Is she the chick from Jumanji?
Yeah, the redhead.
Yes, she's very hot.
She's got a very, very strong Irish accent, which she only has in interviews.
It's hotter.
I would assume you think she's hot, Geiger, because she's blue.
Yeah, Matt has a thing with chicks that are painted a certain color.
Especially green.
But blue's up there. It's like a close second.
Yeah, green's my niche for sure.
This scene in the trailer was so fucking like God. It just hits you in the gut.
It just reminds me of Kylo Ren too much for me.
God, fucking Ryan Johnson, even when he's not involved in the movie, still ruins it.
It will still ruin a perfectly good movie for me because I just think of his dumbass cowboy hat.
They did a good job of making him look like shit. Like,
yeah, very
like
malnourished.
Yeah, very depleted. Can you imagine being stuck in a spaceship for weeks on end like this? With like nothing to do but play paper football with the blue chick?
I mean, him and Nebula had to have at least made out, right? They were just on the ship together.
Yeah, we played, touch a body part, that fun game.
She's a robot. It's not even cheating. Can you imagine though the terror of knowing I'm gonna suffocate in my sleep tonight? Like we're not gonna have enough fucking oxygen.
It's me every night. It's called being married.
My wife could just put the pillow over my mouth at any moment. We had a fight tonight at dinner. She had that look in her eyes like this might have been the one that pushed me over the edge. Dude, I could have watched like a 10-minute scene of them just fucking like fixing the ship and trying to figure this shit out too. After leaving Titan.
Playing what their favorite band is.
Desert Island
game. Banner, I think it'd be fun to be up in space. I mean, besides suffocating to death, but if we had like a 30-pack in our potting shit where we could just, like, hey, welcome in the Broforce Squad, live from space.
So yeah, but let's be honest, we would need way more than just 30.
Nebula's being really nice giving him the food. Does she actually like need to eat or just eats less because she's like half robot?
That's a good question. Do robots need nourishment? I don't know.
I mean, I would think that she just needs to be plugged in, right?
Yeah.
Like
they can just plug her in the car lighter.
It'll take a little bit longer than actually plug.
Well, if we plug you in, then we won't have any fucking music, so.
Yeah, Tony Stark's trying to get up. What's those things in Texas that they have on the roofs that like solar power to use the sun's energy? He's like, listen, Nebula, the electric bill's through the fucking roof, and I know I'm dying tomorrow, but I'm not paying this. So
he's like, aren't you a billionaire? He's like, waste not, want not.
Yeah, you know how you still be a billionaire? You don't spend money on things like electricity for you.
So after that message, he's fully convinced, like, I'm going to die now, right?
Yeah.
I was hoping, this was like one of the big questions I had going in was, how would Tony get saved? I was kind of hoping that would be how they brought Captain Marvel in.
What about Go ahead, Banner.
I was just going to say, I'm glad they used her very sparingly and very like, oh, it's super convenient for the plot. And I like that. I was afraid they were just going to like shove her down our fucking throat this whole time.
Yeah.
I want to talk about the deleted scene where Pepper Potts actually listens to a lot of these messages, and her friend's like, what's this? Like, oh, this is side B where Tony gives me his sports bets for the weekend.
Yeah, so we should actually go play these really quick.
Carolina +7.
How does he get
Houston's definitely going to cover that.
How does he
Cowboys outright.
Like, how does he get the injury updates from outer space? Schefter is up there with him.
Yeah, Schefter's up there telling him Zeke's still holding out, so I don't think he's going to play this week. Like, well, shit. There's no. Well, they don't have a run game against the best defense in the league.
No chance.
That'll be the under.
The CGI is so fucking good, dude.
I don't believe that it's CGI. I actually think Marvel Studios sent them up into space and we're like, all right, we're going to film some shit up here.
Yeah.
Like, we have them.
So, man, you're probably the smartest guy on the pod, like, space-wise shit. You knew about dinosaurs, so...
Yeah.
How,
Hold on, how do you go from dinosaurs to space?
God, one day. But there's oxygen in the ship, right? And it's just running out. That's why.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because of course there's no oxygen in space. God, his eyes. That's fucking awesome.
The Russo said, because I was wondering this too, Carol found the Milano because Rocket was able to track its homing beacon.
When did they explain that?
In some interview, the
Oh,
Russos
okay.
said.
Brie Larson.
I can't stand her.
Cap
Not a
shaved in
fan.
the beard.
I personally
Not a fan
liked
of the
Cap
shape?
with no, I liked him with the beard, but I understand why he had to shave. Like symbolically.
I like too.
I like ScarJo better as a redhead. Black Widow.
I like ScarJo better on my face.
Huh?
Huh?
Dude, the score is so fucking good.
The Avengers have always had a great score, but they definitely brought out all the stops for Infinity War and Endgame for sure.
Pepper's like, they did it, Tony. The Cowboys covered 7.5. He's like, I know.
And
It's
in
awesome.
regulation.
Take me to the sports book.
The
Nebula gets
Milano
off the
looks
ship.
way bigger than it like did in the other movies, right?
Huh?
The ship.
Milano. Oh, yeah. I think so.
He's like, I want to know everything. Do we catch Thanos? Is Trump's wall built?
One of the two happened. Yeah.
That's great. We're getting more jobs. No, it's the other one. No. Damn. Okay.
I wish Pepper says to Nebula, who's this whore? What? We're trapped on a ship.
She looks like a slut, Tony.
Well, she's half robot, so.
Tony, why is there a blue ring around your cock? No? Okay.
So, which one of you guys hates Brie Larson?
Banner.
I can't
Banner
stand
hates
it.
You're a fucking idiot.
I didn't see Captain Marvel, but didn't she get a lot of flack for it, or people hated it, or something? Or was that just internet?
It might have just been me that you heard that from.
I don't mind her. I don't like ScarJo's short hair though.
I don't either. I actually don't mind her here in a little while when she's got the longer blonde and like the red at the bottom. It's still nothing will be as good as Iron Man 2.
Dude, the way they made Tony look like sickly on the brink of death is great.
They probably had Downey just start doing drugs again. Like, yeah,
It's
I could
for the
look like that
role,
in a
babe.
week. I could look like that in a week. I
Yeah.
just had to live like I did in '95.
Geiger, does it piss you off that Bradley Cooper is in this movie so much?
I think after A Star Is Born, him and Bradley Cooper are back on good terms.
We made amends actually after A Star Is Born,
All right.
and I didn't mind him in that Army movie either about Chris Kyle.
Oh, American
He was
Sniper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love how fucking pissed he gets at Cap here.
But yet it's all like justified. You know what I mean?
Well, his argument makes no sense. Like I said, we needed a suit of armor around the world. He's like, yeah, that was Ultron, and that fucked everything up pretty badly.
Do you think Downey actually looks like this, or is this like?
It's got to be like CGI.
This
Yeah,
has got to be.
right.
He looks
yeah.
terrible.
Unless they filmed all this like last or something.
I mean, he's not Bale. Bale's like, okay, I'll lose 80 pounds and then give me 2 months and I'll get back up to 240 all muscle. Like, that's not healthy.
They've got to use some sort of de-aging technology. It's probably the same stuff they used on Chris Evans in First Avenger.
Oh yeah.
The pre-Vengers.
He's really just faking all this so he can get more morphine, I think.
It's fucking awesome.
You're great, by the way.
God, Downey's such a great actor.
I know. I mean, it's great. Obviously, if you're watching this, you know how it ends. But it is great in a lot of ways that like his arc is done because I really do want to see what he does next.
There was one of the featurettes on. I bought this digitally because I couldn't wait for the DVD to come out. One of the featurettes is talking about how they cast Tony Stark and
Yeah, I watched that.
why they cast him, and it was really interesting. Basically, they're saying like Marvel was on the brink of bankruptcy, all this stuff, it almost wouldn't have worked if they didn't take such a big risk on Downey. You know, at the time when they cast him, 2006, 2007.
Oh, wow. Carol, I love how she's like, I can fuck him up. I'm pretty sure on my own.
Yeah.
I think Thomas Howard just like watches this, be like, "Oh, I'm cool. I got a show on BET, so I really don't care about being in these movies." Like Cheadle made
Terrence Howard?
Oh, yeah, sorry, Terrence Howard. It's Thomas Howard.
I don't know. I thought.
Was he a first baseman for the Phillies?
Ryan Howard. So Brie Larson is kind of a side piece. I'm in love with her. Obviously, Banner hates her, but she was engaged to the lead singer of Phantom Planet, who has that song California, and they broke it off. So I mean, you know, getting the line
got a
behind
shot.
me.
I don't have a problem with her. She's okay. I mean, I'm not gonna lose sleep over who they cast as Captain Marvel. Really, she got in fantastic shape for it though.
Yeah, she did. And like Banner said, she's not in the movie too much. Like she's in the beginning. She's in that one hologram scene, and then
I dig the haircut here in a second because it's like original fucking Thor, dude.
I'm glad that they didn't basically make her part of the time heist element, like Act 2. I'm glad that she wasn't part of that.
And Rhodey's like, also, I made some bad day trades in the stock market. If we could snap
we
those
can kind of
away,
go back there.
that'd be great too. Banner's like, well, hang on now. If we're making a list of shit.
You know, shit. Listen, we all thought Bitcoin was going to catch on. It's no one's fault.
We all fucked up. I don't know, Bruce. You told me to invest a lot of money in that. Yeah, you're right. Terrence Howard must watch this and be like, God damn.
That was my daughter's college fund. Well, Thanos destroyed her, so you don't need that money anyway. You son of a bitch.
You just want the money back to spend on yourself. How dare you? It's because you couldn't talk her into going to a state school.
Thor. He's like, so are we going to fuck now
or later or both?
I hate what they did with Thor in this movie.
Yeah, that is like still my big pointing.
It was funny, and then after a while, I'm like, okay, let's go past this.
I do like how they brought back in though, how he's like roommates. Here you go, plenty of beer in the fridge. What? No Wi-Fi password on the Wi-Fi, of course.
Hey, that dickhead is back on.
Noob Master 69. Let me know if he bothers you again. Thank you, though. I will. Korg has like a Hawaiian shirt on. I'm actually already looking forward to that part.
This is so X-Men, isn't it, Banner?
Yeah.
Except it's good.
Except it's good.
Fuck you. X-Men is good.
Dark Phoenix, I saw, became the lowest grossing X-Men movie ever.
Well, we don't identify with that one. We only identify with the original.
There's so many movies you have to not identify with.
Jeff, the bigger thing is it was also the lowest grossing Darth Phoenix movie ever.
Oh, wow. That's true. Banner, do you like how he has the Winter Soldier uniform back on?
I do, yeah.
How hot is Peggy, dude? Oh, my God.
Do yourself a favor if you're listening and just Google
Haley Atwell.
Haley Atwell.
Yeah.
The tit pics are insane. You don't even have to put in tits. Just type in Haley Atwell, and they will show up.
I would go on a time heist, too, to go back in time.
No shit. It's like, I could stay here, or I could go back in time and motorboat those things again and back in the 50s.
Brie Larson's like, I am so excited that we can just easily walk in here and murder him. Because I haven't met him yet, but he sounds like a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
I do kind of like how Thanos is just like chilling, smoking weed now that he's done.
Living the simple life.
I actually met Thanos. We both went to Lee High. I mean, definitely he graduated way before me, but we know a lot of the same people. He's not that bad a guy.
Yeah, he was a really good defensive end, if I remember right.
Played a little linebacker, too.
Hated him.
I bet this stew he's making is pretty good, too. He's limping, old football injury. Guy fucking chop blocked me in the state semifinals.
That was back in football was football. We didn't just hit each other with our fucking purses.
I played the rest of the game, by the way, with this.
Look at his muscle shirt he has on. That's fucking awesome.
I wish he had a Bowflex in the corner.
Which is an Under Armour shirt.
Or like some 40s that he's been curling.
I wish he had
got some whey protein.
Yeah, let's decorate Thanos' apartment.
Fight Club poster, Reservoir Dogs.
I was really excited to see her fucking fight him. He's like, who is this motherfucker who's strong as hell? I love how Cap and Black Widow walk in last. All right, everybody have him subdued?
Yeah. Like, because we actually have zero power to do anything.
Let's be honest. I was so confused here and I really didn't like how they killed him at first. I don't hate it now, but I think it's a little cheap that like a different Thanos from a different time is who they fight in the end.
It's the time travel. You know how I feel about time travel.
I'm the same way.
Not a fan of time travel for the entire movie.
It was cool to go back to like other parts of the MCU.
Days of Future
though.
Past, it worked, but sometimes I just think it's kind of cheap. But
Yeah, it was cool to see like Thor: The Dark World again.
yeah,
and stuff like
yeah,
that,
a lot of that stuff was cool.
CGI here is great too. It kind of looks like Harvey Dent in The Dark Knight.
What if he said you only murdered half the world? It's like I only took the Democrats. I'm like, well, you're political? Like, yeah.
Jesus, man, don't push your agenda on us.
Trying to run for office.
Although the more like I'm not a huge fan of Bro Thor, but his arc makes sense to me.
It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Like he fucked up. He should have killed him. So he does it here, and he's just depressed the rest of the
Well,
movie.
and not only that, but you go back even further. Like, he lost his girlfriend, his mom died, Asgard's dead, his brother died. He fucked up and could have killed Thanos, and he didn't. And basically,
He lost Heimdall, all his friends.
all his friends. Like,
God, it was fucking sick.
Jesus.
do you guys like Stormbreaker or Mjolnir better?
It's fucking much.
Man, probably Mjolnir, but I love how he uses both in the last fight.
Yeah.
It's so weird watching these movies because everyone has their like favorite characters and actors, and like every time I watch them, like, dude, I want so much more Hemsworth.
I know.
But there's so many people that you have to give screen time to.
Like, I kind of want, just because Captain Marvel, her powers in her movie are so cool, I kind of wanted to see more of her interacting with other characters. But like Banner says, we have, like, she's still the new kid on the block. We really want to see, like, the culmination of everyone else's stories.
Yeah, I'm
What if
excited
a Domino's
to
guy just came up? He's like, "Hey, got a pie for Thanos?" Like, he's
Thor's like,
dead.
no, we will take that.
Bummer.
Rhodey, tip him. Rhodey, tip him. What? I don't have fucking pockets on this thing.
Bummer, man. I drove all the way out here. I told him to call the Domino's closer, but he said he'd tip me really well.
The 5 years later was an interesting
Something about a
choice,
stone
too.
or something. Another thing in the movie the Bro Force Squad hates is whenever they just say like 5 years later. That like gets
No one is a bigger offender than the Just Trank fan.
Yeah. I'm like, so nothing happened in these 5 years that we didn't know about.
Must be October if City Field is empty.
Yeah, if it looks like that.
Boom, roasted.
See ya.
Let's be honest, it could probably be just about any other time of year as well.
Yeah. This is one of the two directors, Joe Russo.
If I was directing a movie like this, you're damn right I would get in a scene somehow.
I saw an
I have
interview
no
with
problem with this.
Taika Waititi, who obviously directed Thor Ragnarok, and he's doing Thor Love and Thunder, and he goes, I put myself in all my movies because I'm a big fan of myself.
Yeah. He's Korg, right?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
Korg.
Yeah. Ben Cranston, non-GMO.
0 calories,
It's
0
your-
sugar, Bryan Cranston. Lime flavored.
Live
It's like, what the fuck is this?
Organic Bryan Cranston.
God, dude, can you imagine how hard dating apps would be now that half the people are fucking gone?
I know, dude.
Jesus.
It's like, oh, you're going out with Melanie? How do you know her? I mean, everyone's fucked her. She's like the only chick.
Dude,
that
half
came
of
out.
Earth was snapped away. I do kind of like how Spider-Man Far From Home dealt with a little bit like when the people come back. Like Aunt May was like, yeah, I came back and there was a Dominican family in my apartment. Like a lot of these guys, like if you were in a marriage, you had to move on. What happens when she comes back?
Yeah.
That's awkward.
Before we get too drunk, can we just talk about how what we're watching will never fucking happen again? Just like how you talked about Spider-Man, how basically the contents of 2 movies before that movie happened still affects that movie. And all these stories are seamlessly go together. There's never any one I'm like, well, actually, that's fucking stupid because that happened last time and now that person's dead or something like that.
And the time heist element too is especially they really the Russo brothers and Marcus and McFeely were really like all fucking 21 or 22 movies before this we are going to acknowledge and talk about in some way.
That is one thing that like we
the
do.
End of Ant-Man, obviously. Sorry, Banner.
You're fine. I was just gonna say that's one thing that like we always talk about time time travel movies, like they change the past. Like this one makes a huge point of not changing everything, and
Yeah.
that's an element of time travel that movies that we really haven't seen. I think it's dumb also that a rat turns on the fucking thing.
Yeah, I agree. That's pretty stupid. Banner, you'll like this. I saw a quote from Kevin Feige, and he said that they filmed a scene that's going to be somewhere on Disney Plus of Luis from Ant-Man recapping the whole MCU.
Really?
Like everything that's ever happened. Remember how he tells that story at the end of the first Ant-Man?
Yeah. He's like,
About
yo,
like how
so,
they found out about the safe or whatever.
yeah.
So he said they filmed with Michael Payne, yet he basically tells the story of like all the MCU in like a minute and a half.
That'll be awesome.
Right, won't that be great?
Kim Jong?
Yeah, so the Russo brothers, they created the show Community,
Yeah.
and they try and put someone from Community in every one of the movies they've done. And this is their brief. Ken Jeong is probably the most recognizable. Joel McHale hasn't been in anything yet, of any MCU movie there's yet. I actually love this with Scott, how like Cassie is like basically thinks he's dead.
So is Cassie? I'm confused because this isn't the house that, like, he's not walking up to Judy Greer's house, right?
He's not.
I don't think
I think
so.
he is.
Oh, he is. So did Judy Greer snap away also?
Yeah, remember at the end of Ant-Man and the Wasp, Cassie's like the only one left in her house.
I don't remember that at all.
See, I would have thought it was cool. I thought about this in the theaters. If that kid, like, his eyes started getting like he was Pyro or something. Like they just gave a little fucking like Jesus.
That'd be
like
fucking
just like a little hint of the X-Men. Don't have anything.
Yeah.
But that was
so now the X-Men are cool, Geiger. I see how it is.
Yeah, now that Marvel
Jeff
has
is the one
them.
shitting on him, not me.
Are you kidding me? You shit on the X-Men.
You shit on the X-Men every day.
Not on this.
You literally sent a picture of
I
yourself
broke.
shitting and said, "I'm pretending the X-Men are in the toilet right now."
Yeah, but Banner, of everyone on the pod, who's the one who actually supported Dark Phoenix and saw it in theaters? Me. Oh, Gracie Long died? I was going to text her back. Oh, that's too sad.
I don't think you had a chance. She was just
Yeah.
being nice to you.
What are you talking about? We had chemistry.
Wouldn't that be an outer real experience if like you see your grave and I'm like, am I really dead? Can people see me? Or
He's like, I should try and take out a bank loan.
yeah.
It's like the Sixth Sense.
I'm getting way ahead of myself, but the girl from 13 Reasons Why, have we talked about the deleted scene or the scene they filmed that didn't make it in where she plays grown-up Morgan that Tony sees when he snaps his fingers?
No.
Oh.
We'll talk when we get there. But it was a really cool concept of a scene, but the Russo brothers said it was just confusing because people were like, who's that? Like it was Tony's daughter. When he snapped, like as he died, he like saw her grown up and she's like, you saved us.
Oh, nice.
Thank you. This is also true to reality because similar to being in the quantum realm for 5 years, Paul Rudd has not fucking aged since 1999.
No, he looks like he does in Clueless. Would you, if you had to choose, would it be Linda Cardinelli, ScarJo, or Evangeline Lilly?
Dude, for some weird reason, I'm gonna say ScarJo's out first.
Yeah, I don't
I don't know why I dig these other two so much.
If it was Iron Man 2, I think that we would have a serious conversation.
It'd be a different conversation, yeah.
Although if we go fuck, marry, kill, I think I'd marry Linda Cardellini. I like this Skype call too. Now they hint here, obviously Captain Marvel and Rhodey in the comics have a romantic relationship, and she's kind of like. And this is a hint to Namor, who the rumor is Keanu Reeves is going to play.
Ah, nice.
That'll be
Keanu
awesome.
Reeves is back, dude.
By the way, Taika Waititi, I can show you guys a tweet earlier today. He was caught today having lunch with Ryan Gosling in LA. So there's a rumor he's going to play someone in Thor: Love and Thunder. Rocket's classic comic outfit with the bandana, just so he gets even more pussy.
This is how we need to do meetings, like
Yeah.
in our job.
It's like how Star Wars does it.
Yeah.
I love how she's like, in Hawkeye, who's keeping up with him? Rhodey's like, yeah, he killed every Mexican.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, not only is he violent, I think he's gotten a little bit racist after the snap.
This is a close second for ScarJo's hair.
You like this hair?
I just think it looks like white trash. I understand she dyed it and it's throwing out, but
Yeah, but whenever it's like braided here later on in the movie.
Ryan Reynolds tapped her too.
yeah, they were married.
Fuck.
Supposedly she got jealous that his career was blowing up, and that's kind of what. I wish Black Widow would be like, more Mexicans? God, Clint. He's like, I know. At this point, I'm just about to go to South America and head him off.
PB&J?
I do like how Hawkeye went all Ronin. And what he says to the guys in Japan makes total sense. He's like, you're shitty people and you didn't get taken away by the snap. Like, that's fucking not fair.
Yeah.
Like, nice people did. So I'm gonna handle this on my own and stab you all.
And also, he looks awesome with his hair like that and the sleeve tattoo.
And now that we have Blade coming to the MCU, I really want him and Mahershala Ali to be in that movie together. Where his daughter gets captured. And they just go in the underground and kill all the vampires.
So and I'm fine with this because I'm not a douchebag, but we're just acting like Cottonmouth didn't exist, or there's two different actors pretty much.
All the Netflix movies are not now part of the MCU.
What the fuck? I heard they're redoing Daredevil on FX. Like a show.
I hadn't heard that.
That's ridiculous.
I don't know how that would make sense. But... Yeah, well, the rumor is too, Andrew Garfield's going to play Moon Knight.
I'd be all right with that. I saw it was on Reddit. It was like a fan thing, and they had a live action Into the Spider-Verse, and it had Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland all in it.
That would be.
It was a poster like that they made of it, and I was like, okay, that actually would be pretty cool.
If Cap's telling you that this doesn't need to be done, then you really have a fucking problem.
Toby's pretty busy, Banner. I don't know if he'll be able to.
Yeah, he's got a lot of projects lined up, so we'll see if he can squeeze it in.
Yeah, well,
he'd love to, but
he's been working on Seabiscuit 3, so
they're just gonna skip the second one, or what?
They're gonna do the second one as a prequel. What if they did that? They like the first one and the third one. We'll do the second one.
But they still call it Seabiscuit 2. And
yeah.
You're like, okay, well, what is actually happening?
I'm really confused.
One thing that is kind of unbelievable is that, especially in Winter Soldier, Cap and Natasha could spend all this time together and not hook up once. Unless Cap is really just like...
Cap only likes chicks in the 50s.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know. I think it's when they're on Vormir, but she has a joke to Clint where he's like, this is weird. And she goes, yeah, well, I get emails from a raccoon. So it's not really that odd.
Dude, if I could take a time, go back to the 50s and 60s, and be out, because you could fucking rule. You know how much you'd know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Biff's strategy in Back to the Future 2.
Just sports bet. Just fucking put a bunch of money down on the Giants to beat the undefeated Patriots in the Super Bowl. You know what fucking running you make?
Preseason futures.
See, her hair looks different now. I don't. Why? Like, she just doesn't look like she did in Iron Man 2.
No, that's what I'm saying. It'll never be as good as it was in Iron Man 2.
Right. That scene where she's changing in the back seat and Happy like almost gets in a car accident.
Yeah.
And looking at her.
I almost get in a car accident every time I think about that. Also.
I just go in my bedroom and rub one out every time I think about that.
Excuse me for a minute.
Jeff, you take over.
Yeah, so he had a really weird experience. He's like, yeah, dude, it was like 5 hours. I watched Braveheart 1.5 times and I came out. Paul Rudd is great for this because he kind of like makes fun of the time travel concept in a way where even Marvel's like, look, we know this is kind of ridiculous, but we want to take you back to these old movies, and it's like the best way to reverse this. So
that was a cool idea. Like if they're in the meeting room, but I bet once I was like, what about time travel? And everyone kind of rolled their eyes, but it was like, but we go back to all the movies we did, and like that's
the scene where they're talking about where all the systems are is great. Like Banner and I were talking about this the other day on the phone when Thor is like sitting in the corner drunk and passed
Old
out, and
flame
like,
of mine.
Jane, an old flame of mine. Nothing lasts forever. The only thing that's permanent is impermanence. And Tony's like, all right, he's like, I'm fine. He's putting like eye drops in while he's up there. And they make fun of Thor at the Dark World. He goes, we fought the Dark Elves. Woo! It's not a stone so much as it is.
Time there were elves. That's how the movie literally starts.
Well,
that's how it starts.
And Banner went to take a piss break. By the way, I loved everything with Morgan. Like, how do you not fucking just fall in love with this girl right away? The I Love You 3000 is like the cutest thing of all time. And this is gonna sound absolutely crazy, but this is true. Counting Endgame, guess how many minutes exactly the MCU is?
3,000.
3,000 exactly.
Wow.
The Russo brothers claim that wasn't intentional, but
how is that a coincidence?
3,000 exactly. I found that out on Reddit.
This girl one day will probably be like an Oscar-winning actress, or be addicted to drugs.
Both.
Or both.
Why not both?
Maybe both. I mean, if
Downey's like both are
if she's good enough, she could do
I love
both.
this line where he's like, "Don't worry, your mom never wears any of the things I buy her."
And honestly, man, in like 20 years, if this girl grows up, like they could do like where she
the
could,
Young Avengers, they've teased that. Like, get lost, hillbilly. What? Cap is a nice car.
Yeah, Audi.
He sees them, he's like, God damn it. I know what this is.
What do you want?
What's that, a cold brew?
I don't know what that is. Either a protein shake, coffee. I want us to like just live in that log cabin for like a month. You know how many fucking
commentaries we could get to?
We could do?
Yeah.
I know.
I don't think there's enough beer and weed in the world to support that idea.
We could hire like a chef to cook for us. I don't know with what money we.
All we need is a propane grill and like Market Street and Settle, just somewhere to get beer and like meat and shit to grill. That's all we need.
Yeah, if we're gonna do that, though, Thurman's got to come along because let's be honest, he's by far the best cook out of all of us.
He's a great cook.
How's about Tony? Why don't we think of this? Oh yeah, because it's stupid.
If you were if the Bro Force Squad did this, like we traveled back into the time, you think Alex English would make an appearance?
Jesus, probably. I know Banner and I would go back to that night that I went shot for shot with him in college with Captain Morgan. I'd change those events.
I wouldn't. That was great.
Brooke Banner might be on the pod.
I do love this, that your plan to save the universe is based on Back to the Future. He's like, no, that's crazy. But it is going to be a time travel second act, yeah. I do love when Tony's like fucking around in his lab. He's like, run the simulation, just for shits and giggles.
That scene, like, I mean, time travel, it sounds stupid, but the way Downey acts that scene out, actually, we're like, okay, this is pretty cool. When he like fucking figures it out, he's like, Jesus Christ, like,
he's
wow.
Like, shit.
Yeah. He does have a good point. He's like, yeah, dude, your life fucking worked out. You have a wife and a kid.
Yeah.
Like, we all lost everybody. I like his sign. He's like, you can stay as long as you don't talk shop.
And obviously they leave.
But
what if Cap
you
super?
seen my girlfriend's tits? We need to bring her back, Tony.
Cap super clueless. He's like, you have a kid. That's great. Who's the mom? What? I'm married. Oh, wow. I kind of lock in in the office. I don't really.
We need to bring Peggy back, and for some reason Thanos killed all the guys that gave breast implants in the world. So
it's really fun. I think he purposely concentrated on that.
It's fucking weird.
He was like, look,
asshole.
it's gonna be 50%, but it's the 50% I decide.
Yeah.
All right, Banner. You and I don't like the Professor Hulk thing either.
I don't like this at all.
Yeah.
I mean, I know what happens in the comics. You have to explain how we get there. Hulk really gets jobbed in this movie. Like,
I thought Hulk has been jobbed this whole fucking like.
I agree.
Hulk is him and Spider-Man. I think are the top two Marvel at all. Like maybe Wolverine, but I think Hulk got jobbed. I mean, they didn't even give him his own movie. Yeah. I mean, Norton had one, but I'd want just a Hulk movie.
it sucks because of what happened with all the rights and everything for Hulk. But I wish they would have shown it or explained it to us a little bit better as opposed to this.
Yeah.
That's what I said, man. I think the original Hulk with Eric Bana, you can think what you want about that movie, but it really showed the monster side of Hulk.
Oh, yeah.
That I
No,
fucking
for
love.
sure.
When he hulks out, it's
Yeah.
like you are fucking scared.
Yeah.
Well, and like they don't explain like why he has that complex and why he's so angry. Like in Bruce Banner, it's all because his dad basically beat him and his mom. Like
Yeah.
they don't explain any of that. True story, his dad's name is Brian Banner. No relation. But
And it's not you.
no, I don't beat my child. That's where all the anger comes from, and that's like what feeds the Hulk. And they don't explain that at all, even in any of the movies, even the Eric Bana one.
I just feel like they, made Hulk kind of more of a cartoon character than he really was, and they tried to make a joke out of him after a while, and I didn't like it at all.
There's a lot more depth to his character than what they dive into.
The best Hulk I think they ever had was in Ragnarok for a while, and then they kind of made him more poppy and stuff. But I just wanted like a Hulk. I just thought Eric Bana's the story and Nick Nolte, how he was basically like testing his son on like crazy shit, was fucking awesome. You can think what you want about the movie, but I like the story and then the tone of it.
The only thing I didn't like about it is that it was so cartoony, the way that it was kind of filmed and paced.
I thought it was cool the way it was filmed. The way it was filmed like a comic book, I thought that was so creative.
I wish they would have done like molded what they've done in the MCU with that storyline and all of that.
Yeah.
Now, here's something I want your guys' opinion on. The relationship with Stark and Peter Parker. It really hasn't been that much. Do you think they did enough to build that relationship so that do you guys feel or think that it's believable that he is that torn up about the fact that Peter Parker got snapped away?
Movies?
I think
Civil War, Homecoming, Infinity War.
Civil War did a pretty good job. Homecoming I thought did a really good job because I was actually kind of getting pissed that they were showing Iron Man so much in all the program material promotion. And this movie did a very good job with the new Spider-Man, really how Tony left and how he's trying to fill the void and stuff was fucking awesome too. I thought they did it's something that in a normal Spider-Man comic isn't in existence, but in this, I thought they did a fantastic job, especially the two actors doing it.
I agree.
It's crazy that like the continuity they have and like the depth they put into it. We're like, I don't know, is 3 movies enough for this relationship? Like, Jesus.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, they did a great job of building that, and I think it all works, but I want more of it. And obviously, and it's a big deal in Homecoming as well, but we're not going to have those two together anymore, and I want more of that. This right here, if it doesn't give you...
No, he has a son.
Yeah, okay. I don't know if he has a daughter or not.
He acts like he has a daughter, like in this movie. Like this is like he acts like.
If this doesn't give you the feelies right here, then you're not a human.
He's such a great, like even my wife she cries at everything, but she was like started crying at this. She's like, this is so good. I'm like, yeah, it is actually really good.
Yeah, my fiance bawled at this too. Banner, I think you were in the bathroom, but I Love You 3000. The MCU counting Endgame is exactly 3,000 minutes combined.
Is it really?
Yeah,
there's no way that's next.
To the minute. Isn't that insane? I'd say you're somewhere in the 600 to 900 range. Only Downey can fucking deliver lines like that. She has a great line here. He's like, no, I'll just close it up and I'll go to sleep. She's like, yeah, but could you rest? Basically, like, the way he's always been as, like, the mechanic is, like, if there's a problem, I have to fucking fix it.
This is pretty much Banner's life. He puts his daughter to bed, and then he just goes and
goes into the lab and
YouTube
starts building shit. I still don't think, to my knowledge, Banner's cracked time travel, but I could be wrong.
I think he has, but he was so fucking drunk he forgot he did it, and then he just woke up the next day and played PlayStation.
Well, it's like Iron Man 3 when he solves... extremis. He's like, I solved this drunk on New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
I think I can fix
Yeah.
it.
I totally forgot, like,
Gwyneth
Pepper should be
Paltrow.
dead right now.
First off, I'm getting a little sick of the shit with her where she's like, oh, I didn't even realize I was in that movie. Like, dude, fucking stop. It's not endearing. It's not cool.
I forgot she dated Brad Pitt in the 90s.
Yeah. When the whole Weinstein thing happened.
And then she dumped Pitt.
Talk about a mistake.
But then she dated the guy from Coldplay.
They were married.
They had a kid, right? Apple.
A daughter named Apple. Then he dumped her.
Isn't he an alcoholic? A recovering
I
alcoholic?
mean, come on. I think I told you this. In Yesterday, he was supposed to be in it instead of Ed Sheeran.
I liked Ed Sheeran better, I think. Ed Sheeran's more relatable right now.
The subtitles banner say Smart Hulk.
Yeah.
See, this scene, these are the laughs that did not work for me. Like, he comes back as a baby and then an old guy. I'm like, dude.
This is one of the parts of the movie that just, I agree. They put it in there because it's Marvel and like that's what they do, but
Yeah.
it doesn't fit with the rest of the movie. And there's a lot of points in the second act that are like that as well, but they're not as serious. Like all the way up until this point, everything has been extremely serious and we've been building to a certain point. The only thing that this says is we can't do this without Stark.
Do you think that line from Banner to Natasha is basically to the audience? Either
Which
the
one?
whole thing's a joke or none of it is a joke. That
Oh.
Banner had about time travel, where
Yeah.
he says,
I don't know.
also, I was taking a piss. Did we already have the scene where Natasha goes and finds Clint
No, not yet.
in Japan?
No,
Okay.
we have not. There is one line
Can
here
I-
in a minute when he said, "One of me peed my suit," and I'm not sure if it was old me or baby me or me.
Old me or young me?
Yeah, that
Dude, I will
line
say
works.
this: the CGI, yeah, the CGI on Professor Hulk is fucking incredible.
Yeah. He'll grow.
Kill the power.
Okay, I actually do like this scene. I changed my mind. Like the idea of this
The
scene, I don't
stance-
like.
The which one?
The idea of this scene, I don't like, but I just had fun with that right now. I changed my mind.
I just don't like the Hulk like the talk. I know it's part of the comics and stuff. I just don't. Just because it's part of the comics, though, doesn't mean you have to use it. There's some things in the comics that aren't that good.
I wish
Trying
they
to
would have
use
gone
enough
Red
fun.
Hulk at one point.
Yeah, well, they said that was rumored for this too, but that has to be General Ross, I think. Like, you can't make.
Yeah. This is a really
Wait a
good
second.
scene.
This is how Stark would drive up to, like fucking 80 miles an
Yeah.
hour. In the
40 minutes late.
What's the line he has when he pulls out the shield? He's like, "Don't flaunt that around. I didn't bring one for everybody."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he backs up. This is just Downey. It's probably not even in the fucking script.
I was gonna say this is stuff that's not in the script.
Let me guess. He turned into a baby.
baby.
So I've been shitting on it, but I'm actually kind of looking forward to Bro Thor showing up, just because I want to see Korg.
Actually,
Hey man, beers in the fridge.
I told you it's my favorite part, but then after a while, I'm like, dude, I want Thor to turn back and do the six-pack.
Right.
I think what I don't like, what really pisses me off is once we get to the final battle, he doesn't turn it back into like in shape Hulk. Or Thor, excuse
But the
me.
thing is, by that time, Banner, if he did, we'd be like, what the fuck? Did he just go lose weight in a week?
No,
Like,
he's
that
and I
was-
think
a
that's the
god.
problem the Russos had.
He's a god.
And he has to be fat when they go back to Thor: The Dark World.
I know he's a god, but you can't. I don't think you could just snap your fingers and lose 40 pounds, even if you're a god.
I think you can.
He has to be
It's
fat.
not Oprah.
He has to be fat when they go back in time, because the whole like him losing his mother and seeing her again, she's like, "And eat a salad."
That was awesome. That seems
Yeah.
awesome too.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've only seen this once in theaters.
She's like, "You're not from the." He's like, "Are you from the future?" I never said I was from the future. I'm totally from the future. Rocket has the line. He's like, "You're not the only one who lost people. I did too. Groot, Quill, that chick with the antennas." It's like you don't even know her fucking name, right?
Take four. Morgan takes it sledding. So here's a
I would
question.
totally sled
That shield should have claw marks in it, right? From Civil War, from Black Panther.
They could probably repaint
I'm
it.
sure he refinished it.
Tacos are
Continuity
awesome.
Scott is like so looking forward to this taco.
What a waste of a taco. God damn it, I want tacos now.
Oh, you know what other scene I forgot is really, really funny? At the end when Thor gets on the ship with the Guardians of the Galaxy and him and Quill are in the cockpit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like, "You should fight to see who's captain." And Drax is like, "I have knives you can use." He's like, "No one will be fighting because we all know who's in charge." See, you say that, but then you touch the screen like you're in charge. No, you are, Quill. It's Quill. Right. Of course.
I'm going.
Of course.
I'm gonna commit.
I'm getting a butt flex. I'm getting dumbbells. Rocket goes, "You know you can't eat dumbbells, right?"
Banner, you know who has great tacos? Burger King. Burger King just came out with tacos. I
No,
don't know if they're
they're
as good as Jack in the
disgusting.
Box.
They're better
Have you
than
had
Jack
them?
in the Yeah, they're better than Jack in the Box because Jack in the Box tacos suck, but they're still not good. You know who else has
All
good
right, fun little
tacos?
MCU
Taco Bell.
fact. This is in Tonsberg,
New Asgard.
Norway,
That's awesome.
which in the MCU has been where the Asgardians fought the Dark Elves on Earth for the Ether. And in Captain America, the first one, this is where Red Skull finds the Cosmic Cube. This same village. I like how they brought Valkyrie back.
Yeah.
It's hard to say in a movie that I'm like, man, this was my favorite scene, but then you're like, I wish they would go back to the other part though, because this is one of the best parts.
Well, he goes up there and Thor has like the fucking mittens with the fingers cut
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never realized how much Hulk is really getting on my nerves right now. I just wish it was just Banner just walking around.
Yeah.
Just all the beer.
I guess-
All the kegs. The CGI.
When I first saw this, I didn't like Thor more, but the more I think about it, the more I like Thor and the least I like Hulk. And I never realized, but
Is
they
he
fucking
dead?
killed it with Rocket.
I loved Thor. I just when there's a time to kick ass, I wish he was wasn't fat, like me.
You hear about the cable?
It actually went out 2 weeks ago.
Sports are all kind of fuzzy.
Fucking Cord,
Banner,
wear
did you see
the
on
white
the
shirt.
Banner, did you see on the Blu-ray them like putting the prosthetics on him?
Oh, it's so funny.
because he's ripped out of his fucking mind, and then they
And he
put
has
on
to like
this-
jiggle it on. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. He's got his pajama pants on.
This is what's
He's
funny is
eating pizza.
I had a weed dealer in college that was literally this
No
guy.
pass-
Never had a shirt on, always wore pajama pants.
The kid on the TV just called me a dickhead
Call
again.
me a dickhead. Noob Master 69.
Rocket's like, well, these are the battles he fights now. Come down to that basement you're hiding in.
Shove them up your butt.
Cry to your father. Thank you, Thor.
Thank you very much. I will.
Beer,
Thor, he's
tequila,
next.
all sorts of things.
He used his Stormbreaker to
Yeah.
open his beers.
That reminds me, I have a bottle opener that's the Infinity Gauntlet. Forgot about that thing.
Oh
Fucking
yeah, that's
awesome.
pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, Baby Banner got
How
that for me
Rocket's
for my
fits
birthday.
to- That's just knowing the person you're buying a gift for. I love how Rocket's pitch to get him on the ship is, we have beer.
Yeah,
Kind of.
that right there should have been our cold open. You guys want to do a commentary? Nah, we have beer.
Let's just stop it. Stop the
kind?
recording. Let's redo the whole.
Yeah, from the
Just
top.
start over. Start over.
From the top.
So at the
Like
core of
2
this,
hours in.
there is the emotional beat of like he feels responsible, but
Don't actually say that name
We
here.
have some rules. No password on the Wi-Fi, obviously, because half the world's dead. Who's gonna
Yeah.
steal it?
Yeah, I mean, if you actually think about it, it all works. It just, I don't know. I'm very torn about Thor.
I could just watch a Korg show.
There should just be a Korg movie.
Yeah, if they did,
Fucking
if they
sick.
did like a 6 or 8 episode miniseries of like the 5 years between the snap and this scene of just following Korg, Meek, and Thor, I'd watch the shit out of that.
Oh yeah. Korg has one of my favorite lines in the MCU. No one came except my mom and her boyfriend, who I hate. He's like, I don't really need to know that. I wish this place looked more bro. Like they had like a boiler room poster
bro,
up.
yeah. Picture of like the 2008 Miami Heat fucking
Yeah.
with LeBron and D Wade.
The prosthetics do look really good. To make Hemsworth not look in shape is.
This honestly looks like a Bro Force Squad weekend though. Someone's like playing PlayStation, but we're drinking at 9 a.m. in our pajamas, getting ready to do a commentary.
God, it is a Bro Force Squad weekend. It just smells like
Is that like a
fart
crust in
and
that bowl?
stale beer.
We're gonna have one in a couple weeks, right? Aren't you coming to? Aren't you?
Yeah, I'm coming down. I don't know what the schedule looks like yet.
We could probably sneak a movie commentary.
We might be able to sneak one in. Here it is. Great scene right here, which sucks because I have to pee,
Love
so I'm
the
gonna have
scene.
to hold it.
Give me like a Deadpool vibe, right? From like all the.
Yeah, it looks almost like a Blade Runner-ish thing too, which is
This
fucking
is shot
badass.
so well.
Yeah, it is.
I think that's
This
one thing
seems
that
like
the
a
MCU doesn't get enough credit for is the choreography with some of these fight scenes.
Yeah,
So Renner got gypped in the first Avengers as Hawkeye, but I feel like they've done their best to make up
Yeah.
for it since then. Because he has a cool fucking arc in Ultron. Obviously, in this one, he's a badass.
Yeah, I think
this seems like something that they would show before the movie came out.
Yeah.
I'd watch this shit if they made a miniseries of this too, like the 5 years between the snap and when we meet him. Actually, I want that. I want a miniseries of the 5 years, like following a lot of these characters between them.
You know what I want, Banner? I want all three of us to go to this place and eat sushi and drink sake because it looks like they would have delicious sushi.
I was gonna say, dude, I really want a shrimp tempura roll
Yeah.
from that place in the background right now.
Just give me an El Diablo roll, please, and some sake.
We're like eating in the back. Get him, Hawkeye!
Whoa, see that, Jeff?
Woo!
Hawkeye.
Clean
More
up.
importantly,
Cheers
guys,
to that.
hold on. Okay, I'll
Stab
do
it.
one.
That one. There's a guy in the back that's not dead. Go stab him again.
Also, we ordered a spicy tuna roll. The waiter, they were here after us.
Yeah.
And had gotten their
Table
whole plate.
came in 20 minutes after us. Got their food before us. Explain that to me.
Guys, are you
doing
guys
the death by 1,000?
Bless
hot
you.
sake or cold sake people?
What's the one they squirt in your mouth? Is that like room temperature sake at hibachi?
I don't know. I've always had like room temperature sake.
So you gotta have hot.
So I guess hot then?
I guess, yeah.
Do you
hot
drink it like
sake,
tea or do you drink it like a shot?
You kind of just sip it.
Yeah, you just
I mean,
kind
it's
of
in a shot glass, but
Yeah. Hot sake is like they take like the bottle or whatever and they put it in like hot boiling water and it just kind of like heats it up.
Mm. Then Tasha's like, I knew it since you killed all the Mexicans, you were headed for the Asians next.
Yeah. It's just a natural progression.
did you kind of wish he was blind here?
Like Planet or like Old Man Logan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been fucking.
Yeah, that
cool.
would have been cool.
If he just turns around and you can't fucking see. Patrick Stewart wheels up. Like, Hawkeye, what have you done? What have you
I don't know,
done?
but I liked it. He's the guy who's like, Nat, I get it, but I'm kind of on a roll here. I mean, look at this street. I killed all these guys.
So they're going forward with the MCU, but are they ever? I thought you said someday they're just going to reboot the entire thing and start over from like.
Yeah, so the original plan was James Gunn was gonna do Phase 4, 5, and 6, and then all the shit happened. Feige's like, I'll stick around. And then they got all the Fox stuff, and I think he's like reinvigorated now.
Okay.
So they might have done the reboot sooner. I love how
Here we
he's
go.
like Big Lebowski. That looks like a Blood and Honey kind of in a can.
I think, yeah, it does. I don't know why that would be.
He calls him Lebowski.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, the best is when they're finding out where all the stones are, and they think he's like dead in the corner because he's passed out. I'm not trying to get in your way.
That'd be a hard thing for them to finally just greenlight. Like, okay, we're gonna go with Fat Thor, and it's gonna be really funny. But I'm like, people like it, but then also people just want Hemsworth ripped out of his mind, beating the fuck out of people.
I
too.
know. It has grown on me, but
I like it. It's hilarious, but
I mean, let's be honest though. What makes this movie is the end scene where people from 21 Films come through the portals together. And when that happens, I actually think on the commentary, I might just turn the volume up and we might shut the fuck up for like a minute and a half.
I love this tattoo.
Yeah, I think. I'm glad they went with Ronan because that's like what he becomes in the comics.
I'm surprised. I just feel bad for Hemsworth though because he had to get jacked for like the scene. And everything else, he's in a fat suit.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, he's always in pretty good shape. But, I mean, you got to go through hell to look like he does for Thor.
It is really funny on the Blu-ray when they show like them putting their prosthetics on him. He's like ripped out of his mind. And the one guy even says about his arms, he's like, I can't do much about those.
Yeah.
To Joe Russo, he's like, it's fine.
Because you can still have big arms and be fat.
Yeah, he was like, he would probably still do bicep curls with Korg and Meek. See, this is a scene that's necessary. They're like, look, man, we get it's a little stupid, but just stay with us.
Just go with it.
Because like Matt said, it is a great device to take us back to all of our favorite parts of the MCU. Like when they... Dude, the one from Guardians where it's Quill dancing before he gets the Power Stone.
That was cool.
War Machine's just like, so he's an idiot.
Pretty
Because you
much.
can't hear the music, but he's like, come and get your love.
It was either that or do a dream sequence.
Thor-
That's the two options you have.
Thor has headphones on.
He
It's
could
like
fucking
Bose headphones.
care less right now. Should Fat Thor be in the Broforce Squad Hall of Fame?
He might, dude.
He might be.
He's
Him
more
Korg,
bro than actual
right?
Thor. Yeah,
Korg
He's
artist
making
should
He's making a good argument here.
he's more bro than like Rip Thor. It's insane.
I love how Korg's problem with Noob Masters. He called me a dickhead again.
Yeah.
Give me that.
Hey, so got a thunder.
I'm about to come down to that basement you're living in. He just assumes he's in a basement. Banner, did you think this was the Age of Ultron scene when they first did it? Because I did.
I really want it to be. Because Ultron isn't dead.
Don't
Right?
start this again.
I mean, look, I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
What what we need to do before our 100th episode is write out the lingering debates we have on the podcast.
What was that on that we talked? Was it on? It wasn't on Age of Ultron. This is
No.
see. We need somebody that listens
We
to us all the
need
time, and
We actually need an intern.
because we talk about that like on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or something fucking stupid like that. We're
Yeah, if
like,
you're out
there's
there
no
listening.
way we'll find it. Well, there's no way we'll find that conversation because wouldn't even know where to look. I guarantee it wasn't even a fucking Marvel movie. I bet it's one of our episodes.
I bet Clint's like, dude, I had some weed that I smoked, but now that I'm back in time, I can just grab it again.
Dude, in your life, it's really hard to like find a chick that's like good looking, but one that's good looking and cool, like Linda Cardellini. I mean, I'd be fucking pissed if Thanos got rid of her.
That's why he's like killing everyone. In
Right,
the world.
I would too.
The Russos, not a surprise, but they said the quantum suits are all CGI.
It's like, could I find a chick as hot as her? Yeah, but she's gonna have 3 kids.
Right.
I
and not
actually
be as
saw
cool.
I actually saw a like a photo of them walking up, and they're all in their actual costumes that have the little dots on them for the CGI, which I thought was really interesting.
This is probably my favorite scene aside from the ending.
This is the best exposition scene that we get out of a lot of movies, right?
My favorite scene already happened.
But this is like, was it Brothor?
Yeah.
But this is like,
I was
but
laughing my
Brothor's
ass off.
pretty good here. I love how Ant-Man's like, I wasn't in any of these movies, so I don't know what the hell's going on. It's coming up.
I think Renner is a musician too. I think he has a band.
Yeah, his hands in his fucking pants. Like, is he dead?
He's drinking a blood and honey, right?
Pretty sure he's dead.
Oh yeah, Thor's speech here. Here, let me turn it up.
Personally,
eye drops. Angry sludge. That needs to be amended. He just woke up. He's like, I'll do this quick.
My grandfather, many years ago, had to hide the stones.
The Dark Elves. Woo! He's like, yeah, that movie sucked. We all know. Rocket's like, this is a train wreck. Old flame of mine. Nothing lasts forever.
fucking Downey.
Downey tries to get him off the stage.
And she became very, very sick, and so I had to take her to Asgard.
Which is where I'm from.
And
Lane, he's like so into it. He's like,
It's like, wow, this is a great story.
I got to introduce you to my mother.
Yeah, now he starts losing it down. He's like, I got you.
Dead.
oh, you know, Jane and I aren't even
Dating anymore.
So things happen. You know, nothing lasts forever. The only thing that once you come to I'm not done. The only thing that in life is in
But like a Bloody Mary. That's pretty fucking good. This is where he makes fun of Scott Lang. Does the little puppy want to go to space? Hulk is eating the hunka hulka burning fudge, Banner.
Yeah.
See, Banner, the problem with this is, so Marvel has had, I don't even know how many movies to establish Thor's character, so now they can do this because we've seen, I mean, we had Ragnarok, we've seen Thor so much. DC will just be like, oh, well, let's make Batman funny in the second movie. I'm like, dude, we want to see Batman do so much more shit before you just make kind of a joke out of him for like half a movie.
Like, no one wants to get the Soul Stone. Pulling an all-nighter.
He said ear, nose, and throat.
Yeah.
I missed that fucking line the first time.
Yeah.
He lives on Bleecker Street.
Yeah.
That's like the best pizza ever, according to One Bite on Barstool.
Yeah. I've been by where his the Sanctum Sanctorum is. This is genius, where she's like, if we go up with a certain point, we can get all three of them.
Six stones.
Ah, Jane, an old flame of mine. He's like, damn, she looks good in that photo.
God, that always sucks. We haven't
Thor
seen
in the
her
background.
Thor
eating
in the
fucking
background.
pudding.
God, she looks pretty.
The only thing that would be better is if like Thor was like smoking a bong or something.
Yeah, I don't know if they could do that.
No, they
He is
definitely
putting the
couldn't
eyes.
do that.
Yeah, he has a beer though.
Downey's like, breakfast? I'd like a Bloody Mary.
I'd like a
It's not a
Bloody
fucking
Mary.
restaurant.
Egg, steak. No, I'd like a Bloody Mary.
I love Fat Thor in the quantum suit. It's like we thought you'd be in shape, so we didn't make it for. I love how Rocket can't put his hand in the huddle.
Most of us are going somewhere we know. It doesn't mean we should go to it.
This speech
The
also,
team ups
like,
here-
if it doesn't get you jacked up, I don't know what's wrong with you.
Yeah.
I think the deaths in this are very well done and warranted too.
And earned, man.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
The line where, again, getting ahead of myself, but he said a lot like Jackson Maine right there.
Yeah.
But where Hawkeye and Black Widow go to Morag, where he's like, Hawkeye's like, what, you think Red Skull's telling the truth just because he knows who your dad is? And Black Widow goes, I didn't. Like, he must know something.
I'm still not 100% concerned. That's not Bradley Cooper. I had never thought that's Bradley Cooper's voice.
Isn't that crazy?
I have to see him actually do that voice. I do not believe
Dude, I'll show you on YouTube after that. Banner, have you seen the videos of him recording
Yeah.
as Rocket? Dude, especially with James Gunn, he gets like really in because they mocap him also.
So, what do
Bradley
you guys think of
Cooper.
the teams here?
I think it was interesting. They put this part kind of gets me excited. Like going back to all our favorite movie
that's
moments. Them assembling on the bridge. But Ben, I thought it was cool. Like War Machine and Nebula, because they've both been like rebuilt through technology.
Yeah.
It's weird how some of them look like Hemsworth looks different somehow in this. I mean, it's probably 8 years ago or something.
I love how they tell Hulk like smash so they don't get you think you're a separate Hulk, because it seems excessive, but I guess. He's like embarrassed by his old self. God, look at me, I was an animal. It's like, oh, I was so thin. He rips off his shirt.
Whatever.
Oh.
All right, how did I used to act? Let me just move this over here. And it's cool to see like what the Ancient One was doing during the battle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, the fact that they got everybody back, fucking Robert Redford returned for this. Tilda Swinton coming back was awesome.
Remember, I looked at Jeff. I was like, he's still fucking alive.
We'll get into it too, but the guy next to him in that scene is Matthew Berry, who's the ESPN fantasy football guru. It was really distracting. I was like, is that Matthew fucking
Okay, you can
Berry?
kind of tell this was like a thing on her head, right?
Yeah. Banner, I think other Banner went about explaining this really poorly to the Ancient One. It's like, hey, I'm from the future. I know Stephen Strange. We need the Time Stone. So he tries to like take it from her, which women don't like when you just reach for them. It's really weird.
Yeah, it's
Not-
2019.
not-
We don't do that.
Yeah, not in 2019 anyway. They used to love it.
I mean, I guess this was 2012, so like he had the right strategy.
Yeah, that's true.
The fact that Natalie Portman came back for this is insane.
She had already.
What else is up?
They already asked her to be on the next Love and Thunder, right? Like that's the only way that she would have come back for this. It had to have been.
I'm sure. I love how Thor is like split up. I know where my father kept this ale that he's had for thousands of years. And he goes, I'll get us a couple to-go cups.
All right, guys, right there, getting to-go cups. Yeah, he's in. He's in the Hall of Fame. He's got to be.
Wine cellar just down there.
Because Banner, you know, whenever you're walking to the bar or you're tailgating or you're going to the game, it's like, how far is it? You're like, it's about a 2-beer walk. It's not, it's about 10 minutes. It's like, it's a 2-beer walk to the stadium. So put one in your pocket, crack one open. We'll be there in 2 beers.
Again, Rene Russo coming back. Like they
She's
said,
still gorgeous.
this has to be the culmination of everything, and they put in all these phone calls.
Wonder how much fucking money they spent just on like casting.
Insane.
Honestly,
I mean, the budget was $350. How much of that was getting these people?
But honestly, though, like if you're one of these actors, like you tell me, like you are going to be a part of cinematic history that will never, ever be able to be repeated. Like you're going to show up, right?
Definitely.
I don't know, man. I mean, it's all about getting the right people, like sports coaches say, because you know there's always that actor who's like, no, fuck you, I want more money. I'm like, dude, you're showing up for a scene. They must have got like a lot of great like.
Here's my
types of
rocket line
people.
that I like. But this is where
I mean,
Thor's
I guess to your point, Geiger, like Terrence Howard, like he missed out. Like he was that guy that wanted more money.
Yeah, he wouldn't play ball, but the thing is, they weeped out the people that would play ball early. Yeah, enough that it doesn't matter.
And none of the main.
And I think they showed like we're not going to play ball if you're not going to play ball by getting rid of him early, and that showed people like, look, this is what we're doing. This is not like no pun intended. This is the end game. Do you want to be a part of this?
Yeah. And it made like Thor: The Dark World, while it's probably the worst movie in the MCU aside from the abomination that is Iron Man 3. It did have two important things. It had the introduction of the Ether, and Thor lost Frigga, his mom. So I thought that it was cool that I thought it was cool that the Russos went back to it in that regard.
They had to make that movie actually like mean something.
I know it was a couple scenes ago, but when Thor was giving that speech on everything, Downey's look, I'm surprised that's not a meme. Like, where he's just like, what the fuck?
And Banner looks at him, he's like, dude, get him off.
Yeah, like, get him off. Downey's just like, what the hell happened to him?
Oh, I'm not done. I'll have a Bloody Mary.
Yeah.
This was, I mean, seeing because that scene, the opening scene to Guardians of the Galaxy is one of my favorites.
It's one of the most iconic
Yeah.
scenes in this whole franchise.
I
Although
saw
if
an
you do think
interview with Chris Pratt, and he was like, "I can't fucking stand that song anymore." He's like, "I had to sing it
Really?
on set for 3 weeks straight."
I love how Rhodey's looking at him. He's like, so he's an idiot, basically. He just dances to himself.
All they have to do is not fall out.
You know what would be cool, man, is like if they ever remastered these. So at the very beginning of the Guardians of the Galaxy, like for a split second, you can see out
That
the
would be
corner, like I'm like,
fucking
dude,
cool.
like so you try to find them and stuff. You know how much beer we drink and be like, no, I think that's it. We try to find them.
That'd be fucking.
That'd be
Or
fucking
like
sick.
Thor the Dark World, try and find like Rocket,
Yeah,
Bros
yeah.
Thor in the background.
That's such a great idea.
God,
this
we're
was-
so fucking smart.
We really are. This scene works perfectly with Guardians of the Galaxy because remember Thanos is in that movie, so Nebula's like, yeah, my dad actually is looking for the stone right now.
Yeah.
He's fucking on the scent. Who are they fighting here? I always wonder.
Yeah, I don't know. Something that
It's
I
like when the bouncer won't take your fake ID. This happens outside the club. Dude, Thanos' sword thing in this is insane. When do you think we'll get adamant? Do you think Banner will get adamantium introduced before we get Wolverine introduced?
I don't know, man. Honestly, can Geiger hear me?
He's in the bathroom.
Okay, so I'll say this quick. I hope that they don't go. I hope they go to Fantastic Four, establish them for 4 or 5 years before they do anything with the X-Men. Like maybe even go through these 4.5. The X-Men are awesome. Geiger just got back.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll wait that long. That would be nice, but it's just they paid so much for Fox.
Yeah.
They're gonna want to get those.
I think that they need to wait. They need to let that wound heal a little bit before they introduce that and go down that storyline. And again, I've said this before. I don't think the movies are the right medium for the X-Men. I think the X-Men need TV shows. Or a TV
Disney
show.
Plus.
Like a Disney Plus TV show, yeah. There's just too much to swallow there. Like you could have the TV
X-Men
shows.
movie is almost like this movie. There's just so many characters that you can
Right.
do.
And there's too many like sub storylines.
Linda Cardellini or the green bitch? Go.
Is she green?
Zoe, yeah.
Linda Cardellini.
Yeah.
Wow, I don't know.
Zoe Saldana in real life though, probably Zoe.
I'd probably no.
Yeah.
I'd rather have Zoe Saldana green.
They're
What,
both.
what about her blue as
I'll
Avatar?
take either. They're both 11s. What do you say, Banner?
What about her in Avatar?
I like the
No,
green.
green.
Better.
Okay, what about her in Star Trek?
Green. Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
She's
I don't know
half
that
the-
I've ever seen her. I don't know that I've ever seen her in a movie where she's not painted.
That's the thing is like, do you think her agent just always like, hey,
Well,
we
Star
need
Trek.
we need Zoe to be painted on this one? Like, oh, okay.
I thought she was green in Star Trek too.
No, she's just herself.
No, that was her roommate. That was.
I love this line from Downey in 2012. Like, well, we could pose all day. And Tom Hiddleston coming back to film all this is awesome. We can pose up a storm later. I love how pissed Hulk gets because he has to take the stairs.
Nothing for your ass.
They did a really good job of like refilming those scenes exactly how they needed to be refilmed and making them look exactly how they would have looked. Like almost to the where I'm like, did they actually film that in 2012?
Frank Grillo comes back.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck, dude? This is so cool.
Do you think they called Frank Grillo? He's like, I forgot I was in that movie. Yeah, cool. I'll be on set tomorrow.
Frank Grillo, he did an interview with Collider, and he was like, I said yes just because I knew now I could take my kid to the premiere.
Yeah.
And like to your point, Geiger, Hemsworth, like in the makeup for how he looks in 2012, he does look different in the face.
Yeah.
But like the hair, like so you can kind of tell. He's just changed the way he looks. Flick me.
This whole thing was so interesting.
Ant-Man has to like give him heart palpitations so they can get the. And they, dude, all the attention to detail. Like it's the same fucking shirt. Is it Black Sabbath?
Yeah.
Or Iron Maiden. Black Sabbath.
How do you think these movies will age?
Great. I think they'll age perfect.
I don't know that one.
Someone say Alexa's name.
No.
No.
Robots are gonna
She
take
just
over the world.
responded to it. Yeah, she's listened to our movie commentary.
They're gonna kill us.
She's a big fan.
But they can also order us toilet paper, so if you go with the bad.
I kind of wanted to see this elevator scene again, but the way that they got out of this was great also.
Yeah. It's just not in the same. It's not the same movie, unfortunately. But it would have been cool if they would have done it.
And Banner, you and I know from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. what ends up happening with the scepter.
Yep.
That elevator fight scene in Winter Soldier.
That's KG Beast, isn't it? From
Yeah,
from
BBS. Callan Mulvey is his name.
That might be one of the best. Like, I don't know. It's a top 5 fight scene in the MCU. The elevator scene.
Where he just beats the shit. I love it where he goes, if anyone wants out, this is the stop to do it. Because I'm about to whoop the shit out of everyone in here. He leans in. I know the password.
Yeah.
Hail Hydra's like the opposite of a safe word in the bedroom. It means we can do anything.
Yeah.
You just give it to him.
Winter Soldier has probably two of the top 5
Hulk is like,
fight
fuck
scenes.
this.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you're right, Banner. What that highway scene is
that highway? Yeah, that highway scene between Captain America and Winter Soldier is fan-fucking-tastic.
The end scene to Winter Soldier is probably my least favorite set piece in that whole movie.
I'd agree with that.
Man, is that ass body spray? I had a can in the desk, right?
Emergencies.
It was a dark time for all of us.
Dude, if you just spray on Axe body spray, the commercials are right. Women will just get wet and want to fuck you. It's weird.
And the infamous Robert Redford.
He's still alive. That's awesome. Good for him.
Yeah.
For living. He doesn't look that bad. I don't know if he can swing a baseball bat anymore. But...
Probably not. Matthew Berry's like, I'm going to need this. Also, if I were you, I would bench Rodgers this week. I know it sounds crazy.
Why is he in this?
I don't know. It's distracting.
Is that like an ESPN Disney thing? Or like, is he boys with somebody? The Roosters are like, we went 1-2 in our fantasy league because of you. We want to reward you for that.
Yeah.
Some great picks. I love how Thor's like, I didn't even know if this would work. And Banner, I think Tom Hiddleston did confirm in an interview this is the jumping off point for the Loki Disney Plus.
Yeah, so just to catch the fans up, we had talked about obviously if you're watching this, you know the end. Captain America goes back in time, returns all the Infinity Stones to where they go. This is the only Infinity Stone, this Power Stone, that they can't return back because obviously Loki takes it. So they did, in fact, there is one alternate timeline out there. And
Just a little shock.
I had no idea if that was going to work.
Ant-Man's like, well, we kind of fucked that up. It's cool.
This one.
Do you guys like?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Because they have to find a time where the
right,
power or the time stone would be there, or excuse me, the space stone and Pym particles. So Michael Douglas, they de-age him. He comes back too briefly.
Do you guys like this fight scene with himself?
I don't.
I don't either. I know Chris Evans said this was his favorite scene in the movie.
You know they're gonna do it though.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
it is funny. I can do this all day. He's like, I know.
yeah,
Yeah, I know.
You say it every movie, dude.
I do like that they don't use the shield. Like it's just straight up like
Yeah.
1-on-1. That is cool.
This.
And again, the choreography is great. I just don't like that it's Captain America versus Captain America. Like, I don't know.
You knew they were gonna do it though.
Well, yeah, of course.
When they're gonna have, I mean, one of them would have to come face to face and do something. Banner, what do you think today's Banner would go back 3 years and tell 3 years ago Banner?
Probably drink a little bit more water at the end of the night. Like when you don't think you can have that one glass in, just get that one more glass. That's a cool line too. The Bucky's alive, and it gives him that pause.
Yeah.
Again, I mean, I don't know. I don't like the scene, but I can't tell you why.
The
That
the
is America's ass. Come
the
on.
question is though, like when you do stuff like that, so say, I mean, he didn't kill him, but if he killed him, it was like, so is Cap dead? So Cap died in 2012. Does that mean he's dead now? Like if you kill your own?
See, that's time travel. Like I don't know.
There's so many questions that could be just brought up.
This is really cool how they explain the like the different branch of the time.
I didn't know Megan Rapinoe was in this. It's fucking awesome. This is like before the soccer thing too. This is cool.
Simultaneous. So I didn't recognize her not kneeling.
Yeah. Jeff's in the kitchen. He's like, yeah, she's not kneeling, so I didn't recognize her.
You can hear it like you can hear him just. He's
I
just
actually like
far
her.
enough away.
No problem here.
As long as she wins.
Again, the way that they explain the time travel here and how like that alternate like branch goes away is it helps. It helps explain the time travel.
They try to explain it a lot.
Yeah.
It just sucks because since they picked time travel, like 40% of this movie is just explaining, so
Yeah.
people can either catch up or not get pissed.
It is kind of cool. So, like, my fiance, she's seen most of the MCU movies. But, like, in Thor: The Dark World, she was kind of like, oh, I kind of want to watch that one now. And I was like, no, you don't,
No,
is
you
what I
don't.
told her.
No, you.
But
you,
like,
I'm
the
not saying you
casual
need to
fans-
break it off, but like, you guys need to have a serious conversation.
But, like, the casual fans will reckon, like, the Guardians of the Galaxy scene, that's probably my favorite one of all these, just because it's like Geiger was saying, I don't want to say the most iconic scene in the MCU that doesn't involve, like, heroes assembling, but it's, like, one of the most memorable scenes.
Well, and Guardians of the Galaxy was probably the first one where everybody collectively was like, this is not going to work as an MCU movie, and it was so successful. Everybody loved it, right?
Yeah, I haven't talked to somebody that didn't like Guardians. Have you?
No. But these movies do a good job where there's some movie like Captain Marvel I did not care about seeing. And if you saw it, it probably, made this story more in depth, but you don't have to see it to watch this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
And like Doctor Strange, it would be cooler if you saw it and knew who the Ancient One was, but it's not necessary. Yeah, it's got to be about time for the Morag scene, right?
God, this fucking dude. He's such an assistant manager. Him and Tensai, I think, went to the same college.
Tatsu,
yeah. It's Tatsu.
They were roommates sophomore year. They did not get along, though.
No. They both thought they were better than the other one, but they're just, they just have a ceiling.
God, I always forget the members of the Black Order. There's Proxima Midnight, who's the chick. Cole Obsidian, who is the big dude. Corvus Glaive is the dude with a spear who gets, like, killed. Who's the one who fights Vision.
Yeah.
And then I can never remember the Ebony Maw. Okay, that's his name. This guy is voiced by apparently, like, the most famous Irish stage actor. I like his voice.
See, this is cool. This is where Thanos finds out. He's like, dude, I actually fucking did it.
Well, and that's why when he comes to Earth at the end, he's so fucking pissed. He's like, I won and you guys are acting like little bitches.
Yeah.
I'm going to fucking kill all of you. That's why he makes the line, he's like, I snapped and you're not grateful. So now when I snap again, I'm just going to wipe everyone out.
This is why time travel can't fucking work, dude, because, like, okay, the Rams
Everyone wants to change something.
Yeah, the Rams are going to get pissed. We're going to go back in the Super Bowl and try to, like,
Right.
nothing to be final.
No one's ever happy. And he does recognize the Avengers from the end of the Avengers. Remember when he, like, said, oh, you know what line is really funny? We missed it. Maybe it's in a deleted scene. But Rocket, they're talking about the Battle of New York, and Rocket's talking about the Chitauri. He's like, they're like the biggest pussies in the whole universe. What do you mean you barely beat them? They're like
I think
known
that's
as
a deleted
joke.
scene. Yeah.
Okay. There's also a deleted scene. I'll have to show this to Guy because I want to see it on the Blu-ray. But the Avengers start doing the thing from Jackass where they walk up behind people with the razor and shave their head, and one of them does it to Rocket.
Yeah.
Tony does it to Rocket, and he like freaks out.
Such a great scene.
There's where Fat Thor's just trying to get to the cellar where the beer is. I'll get us a couple to-go cups. We're here to get the ether, dude.
Yeah. My father has this amazing ale.
It's been aged for 1,000 years, and Rocket's
So
like, that
this
actually
is
does
where
sound good.
really all the stuff, honestly, which really sucks, but all the stuff with like Nebula and Thanos right there while I was peeing, and then kind of some of this stuff with Thor and his mom, this is where they kind of lose me in the movie until we get to Vormir.
Yeah.
Just like it's all very, very necessary, especially like this for Thor's arc, like blah blah blah, we get Mjolnir back, blah 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 blah, who cares? I don't know. I'm ready to get to that third act now by this point in the movie.
Right. But this is an important scene. I do like this scene. I'm not from the future.
Moms know fucking everything.
I know.
I'm totally from the future.
It's rage fizzly.
It's like, fine.
Yes, you are.
And
honey.
she does have a great line at the end when he realizes he's worthy again. She's like, and eat a salad.
Yeah.
You know, like when you're leaving on a road trip. Again, the fact that she came back for this still blows my mind. But
He's
It's
like,
like, do I have to try? I'm like, have you
no,
ever?
just wake up and do I have to try? Do I have to put any fucking effort into this? Just look hot and get up out of bed.
Yeah.
she
Rocket's
tried
good.
harder. She tried harder for this than she did in the entire Thor and Thor: The Dark World put together, and
True.
all of these Star Wars prequel movies.
I hope Taika Waititi's like, yo, if I bring you back, like you have to actually fucking
Yeah.
try.
Just
Right?
a little.
I mean, I'll make you Thor. All right.
You're
fine.
literally in a scene. Is that what the next Thor movie is gonna be? She's gonna.
If they're following the Mighty Thor comic, which I think they are, she takes the powers.
What does Hemsworth do? Lose him? God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Women power.
I do love. I'm just talking about this outfit. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
that's
one
from
of my-
like The Gap in 2018.
Yeah, it's
That's-
one of my favorites.
You wouldn't have that here. What happened to your eye? You know that battle I just got in? That dude fucking cheap shotted me? This was good to see though. Like, we're all like well aware of how much freaking it to Thor.
Get the rabbit.
Why is he always a rabbit?
Trash panda. Banner, don't you love how aesthetically, like, that's the exact shot from Thor: The Dark World,
Yes.
looking out of that balcony when
No,
Metal
again, the
Kid comes
attention to
in?
detail I think is fantastic. I have no problems with all of that. I just think that the momentum of the movie kind of slowed here. Even though it's all extremely important and it's all valuable dialogue, it's just, I don't know, it puts a halt to some of the pacing of the movie.
And eat
Eat a salad.
Him seeing his mom though, like, that was worth it.
Yeah. Oh wait, this is good
Hawkins in
too.
this?
Yeah, he's in his fucking pajamas. Call
Sometimes it takes a
9mm.
second. So here's something too, because we probably will forget about it later. This is another thing that Captain America has to bring Mjolnir back to this timeline. That
Yep.
Horns, you missed till we talked about it, right?
Yeah. Sorry, this music intro.
Yeah.
Rene
Turn
Russo
that-
does not age either.
No. But yeah, Banner, you need to get into that here in a little bit about the paradox that created.
So is this from the original, or is he doing this again?
This is from the original, but where it shows War Machine on the side.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
like they refilmed some of it, and the Natalie Portman stuff was new, obviously. Like,
Yeah.
because they can't.
Yeah.
This all right here is.
So he's an idiot.
It's so cool watching Guardians and they be in the background. Just you
Wouldn't
just
that be
barely
sick?
see him for like 2 seconds.
Even
the
if you
very
can't
end,
see him,
like-
you could just see like the red glow of his suit.
Yeah.
That would be fucking cool.
Yeah.
I love when at the very end when Gamora from this time is like, "That's the guy I fell in love with," and Nebula goes, "Your choices were him or a tree." So it's not really like. I've also really started to love Rhodey's character.
Yeah.
He's
They
like the
gave him
audience.
some he's not as like straight now. They gave him some kind of funny one-liners and things like that. Like the Indiana Jones reference there was pretty cool.
Yeah.
This is cool too. Nebula just saying fuck it and getting the shit burned out of her.
And then the great line where she's like, "I wasn't always like this," and he's like, "Me either, but you got to work with what you got."
No shit.
It's LeBron's motto.
Third degree burns, man.
It's hot, literally.
Terminator fingers.
He's like, "Why am I turned on by this?"
Where do you think Stallone's at right now?
No one knows.
Hopefully filming a spin-off of the Guardians.
I know, he's flying around space somewhere right now.
He's probably with Yondu, right?
Hey, you want to go to this planet or that one?
So this is something that I don't know. I like because it doesn't confuse the shit out of me. How they distinguish which
Nebula.
Nebula is which with the gold on her head. Like that just helps me know who the fuck we're talking about.
Yeah. I've been looking up photos of Karen Gillan just because it's like insane how attractive she
I wonder
is.
who Thanos' ex-wife was. I bet she was fucking hot to have those two
To make
daughters.
this. Yeah. I'd love to see Thanos in college just like railing through every sorority at his campus. I think we talked about this on Infinity War.
He's drunk. One day I'm going to take over the world and kill half of it. You always say that, Thanos.
Dude, imagine him at a
Pay your
pregame.
tab.
Penn State, Wisconsin pregame. Thanos is there. Just going fucking nuts.
He's behind Kirk Herbstreit with a big sign. College game day in the morning.
It's just 50% of you won't be here tomorrow.
Dear mom, send money.
Yeah,
Like, he has that
send
sign.
50% of the money you would send.
Yeah, college was a fun time. Yeah, for sure.
You know, he met Ebony Maw at college. He was like an engineering student on his floor.
What is he on Conan?
can help you with your homework, Thanos. That would be great, actually.
Talking about how fun college is. Was he on Conan after discovering? So how you weren't always a bad guy,
His
right?
legs are crossed. Yeah, no, Conan, I wasn't.
No, I
We're
didn't
a
always
product
want.
of our environment.
I didn't always want to kill half the world. Actually, I got into college wanting to help the environment. Believe it or not.
I started out on Wall Street, just doing blow in my lunch break every single day. Why is this turning me on that Nebula has a...
Because you're disgusting
'Cause
and
I'm sick. I'm sick. I need help. Roland is perfect. Like,
Oh, he is 1,000 times better in this than he was as Cable.
Really? I liked him as Cable.
I did like him. It's just so it's apples to
No.
oranges. Come
I'm
on.
not saying I didn't like him as Cable. I'm saying he's that much better as Thanos.
Yeah. So her Pym particles didn't even work, right? Or what? Or no, she didn't even get to use them, right?
She didn't get to use them
But why doesn't she use them again right now?
because she's trying to warn.
That
what's
Thanos
her-
is coming.
Yeah.
This would be cool even to do like if you're like dating a chick, because you could get the chick today who's the mature girl, but then you could go back to her college days when she thought anal was an option.
Right. when nothing was off the
Yeah.
table.
Best of both the worlds.
You're repeating yourself. You're repeating yourself.
I love how he's like, all right, Ant-Man, you just go back then and we'll take care of this.
So this part I'm confused. How does he know to go back to that time and that place? Because he wasn't born
So
yet.
Tony is remembering, like, all right, when was my dad at, I can't remember if it's Fort Mill or whatever, but when was my dad there at the same time Hank Pym was?
Yeah.
But he just knew that he was because...
Either he just remembered stories or like S.H.I.E.L.D. history or something.
Okay.
Man, there's no way we could do this because we try to save the world, but we get sidetracked. Like, dude, you want to go back to a time where like Zeppelin was together and go to a concert and smoke some weed?
But we have one more shot.
I'm like, quickly.
Our biggest problem would be like, all right, so we're going to get the Tesseract, right? Yeah. Hey, there's a great beer down the road. We got 5 minutes. 3 hours later, hey, man.
Happy hour doesn't end for another hour.
Tesseract is
So.
gone.
And whenever happy hour ends, we can go back 2 hours when happy hour is still there.
Holy shit. Yeah, Banner should have the time stone by now. We can just twist it back.
Sorry, guys, happy hour's over and my shift's over. Like, oh, hey, guys, we got our happy hour menu.
Oh,
like,
what a
oh,
shot.
wow, yeah, we'll take some more mozzarella sticks.
I guess
half
another
off.
round? I don't know.
Shit. We would never save the world.
No.
We just keep doing stupid shit.
Stan Lee
I
cameo.
think it's important to remember that we know this is the last one he ever filmed, right?
Yep. How
Sad.
appropriate. That's Endgame.
So
It's like Margaret Robbie with.
Yeah. Camp Lehigh. Now we are going to get a shot of Peggy Carter here.
Thank God.
Shield base. And Banner, the first ever character that started in a Marvel TV show coming into the movies in Jarvis.
Yep.
That is the Edith is what he's wearing from Spider-Man Far From Home. God, how they fucking planned this shit is like kind of ridiculous. Another Community cameo. This chick, I don't watch the show, but they all think Tony's a hippie because of his fucking facial hair.
Yeah.
His dad's like, you're not one of those beatniks, are you?
His dad's great too. He's Roger Sterling in Mad Men. Great
John
actor.
Slattery. He's played Howard a couple times. Obviously, Iron Man 2 was like his best. That cameo in the video.
Most emotional stabbing cameo.
Yeah. Some great lines. Where he says, my greatest invention will always be you.
Yeah.
Or my greatest creation will always be you.
Yeah.
Ben, if you look in the background, I saw this on a YouTube video. Arnim Zola, that green computer screen, that's him starting to put his brain algorithm into the computer. From what I
Oh,
saw.
really? I missed that.
Yeah, people have zoomed in on it, and it's like his face.
It's cool. Again, the thought and detail to go into that, to know to add that in the background. Like, there's probably stuff that like nobody would notice, right? But they put in there just in case.
Now Howard's looking for Arnold. Can you imagine seeing your dad in the past and you're like 45 or 50?
It's fucking weird.
Haven't seen a soul. Oh, that makes sense because he's looking for Zola down there. That makes sense.
Yeah. Because I don't think Zola has been diagnosed just yet with his sickness, but I think pretty soon he does.
Howard Potts.
You know how hard it is to come up with a name on the spot like that?
Yeah.
Tim
Jomberg. Tim Jomberg.
Simpsonsburg?
What's the line from Orange County? Your name is Joe John?
Joe Johnston.
Come out of your pants on, Joe. I'd take them off so I could run faster through the flames. You're not a fucking hippie, are you? Here's Michael Douglas, de-aged, Hank Pym.
God
damn. And great that he fucking...
I love
OG
the
Ant-Man.
original. Yep.
Like, yeah, we have a package for you. It's glowing, and people are like fucking dying. Well, why the fuck did they open it?
It's fucking great.
This technology looks so good.
Dude, on this set, you know, in movies, we're like, hey, this is a pretty chill day. We're just doing. There's no chill days on set here. It's like we got to de-age Michael Douglas today. Like, fuck, really? Yeah.
So he goes and grabs the Pym particles, and then he sees Peggy, and he's like, well, now I'm horny.
I'll just get a quickie in.
Both have the same idea.
Condoms weren't even invented yet. You could just
Why does he
raw
need a
dog the
condom? He's
shit
about
out
to
of her.
leave. It's fine.
Yeah,
That's true. I went to church yesterday. What's the big deal?
It's always
You're Catholic,
easier to
feel-
ask.
say
It's
I'm
always easier
sorry.
to ask for forgiveness than it is permission.
I kind of do like how big of a dick Hank Pym was. He's like, yeah, we can't bring the package down. I'm confused. I thought that was your fucking job. Chill
Well, and
out.
that's exactly how he is in the first Ant-Man.
Mhm.
Can't stand the sound of my chewing.
As the only one on the pod that has a child, that is such an accurate line.
Well, don't chew like that, okay? So when is... Oh, never mind. That's a dumb question. I was going to say, when is Tony actually born? But if his wife is already, like, about to give birth, it'll be, like, 71, I guess, 72.
Looks like a BG, kind of.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
gotta.
she-
He's probably already fucking selling his dope to everyone.
Peggy.
I'm in love. We're in love with a lot of people in the MCU, but Haley Atwell is high.
I don't know who I would. I mean, it'd be a good problem to have if like all 5 chicks
And
wanted
her
to
Brit.
have
Okay,
sex
if
with me.
Kieran Gillen actually had her Irish accent, now we're really talking.
I don't know though. Atwell's tits.
And Atwell here is like 55 and still.
They're also flotation devices, so
Look at
that
her.
helps out too.
Gosh, she's pretty.
You can go on a cruise and not be worried about sinking.
Absolutely not.
Very good. Very good point. How did she not see him?
Is she on Agents of Shield or Agent Peggy Carter?
Agent Carter, yeah. she's in
Agent
that.
Carter, yeah.
Is that show like terrible? Probably.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. She might be on Agents
Some
of
people
Shield
think it's
in
kind
the
of boring because it's like
rumor is she
Dominic
might be
Cooper,
coming
who
on the
plays
last
Howard
one.
Stark. Yeah, we'll see. Who played Howard Stark in first Captain America's in the season of it too. We're about to see Howard's butler Jarvis, who of course Tony named
Yeah.
Jarvis after,
Who
was also an Agent Carter.
ultimately becomes Vision.
Yep. I like his tie.
Yeah, I can fuck with that.
Dude, Steve is so fucking awkward. Psst, psst. Tony. Tony. Banner, I want that blazer that Tony has on.
I do too. I've actually honestly almost considered getting a Agents of Shield tattoo
Yeah.
on my chest right there.
That'd be fucking cool.
I've come really close to getting it like 3 times when I'm drunk.
It's insane how many fucking just awesome scenes are like acting well. Like that scene is just fucking perfect between
Yeah,
those
dude.
two because they're both phenomenal actors.
I know. And for Tony, like, he really needed this closure. And for Steve, it's
Yeah.
gotta feel good. He's like, yeah, I knew that Bucky killed your fucking parents, so I'm gonna let you like end this conversation. James D'Arcy reprising his role from Agent Carter.
Jarvis.
You meet a lot of people, so. He didn't want to tell him his name because, like, if they haven't named Tony yet,
Yeah.
that might affect it.
Yeah.
Thanos' ship is fucking scary as hell.
It's so fucking cool.
Okay, Banner, I'm with you though. The fight between both the characters is getting kind of old now. Like we had the
Yeah.
cat fight, but now we're getting this fight.
Yeah. I
You
actually
only
would have
do it
been.
once.
I would have been cool with 2014 Nebula like killing President
Yeah.
Nebula even.
I'd be fine with everyone just getting naked right now and just they don't have to fight.
Let's scissor this out. Like what? That's not an expression.
What would they do? Just I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe
Let's
let's
scissor
fight.
and we'll figure. Let's start with step 1 and we'll get to step 2.
Yeah. We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
That's almost a choker that Gamora has on too. You know what that means?
You gotta walk before you can run.
Chokers weren't even in style in 2012.
What are you gonna do with that knife?
Came back to style.
Choking was a thing, though.
That choking has never not been a thing. Yeah. What's that, like a lightsaber type thing?
She's like cutting out her brain or something, I guess.
I think she wants like in her memory.
No,
so
she just
can
needs the
see it.
gold thing. Yeah.
Let me upgrade you.
Thanos' throne.
Oh, those are the pin particles, right?
Yeah, that's how she's gonna go back so that she can now warp them back. This whole everything here on Vormir, like if it doesn't hit you in the feelies again, it's tough.
It's so hard to do because you got to keep going like, okay, now we're here in this year. Now we're here in this year, which is like, if you're just a regular person just watching, like, oh, I've seen a couple of these movies, it'd be really.
And
like,
we haven't seen Clint and Natasha for almost an hour.
Yeah, like what the fuck's going on?
At least they're in the same year as Rhodey and Nebula. Love how Rezgul came back again. How awkward was the reunion when Kat brought the Soul Stone back to him?
Yeah.
I forgot about
Hey,
that
how are
Natasha,
you?
daughter of Ivan.
Son of Edith.
So, Jeff, I think you talked about this on our Infinity War commentary, but refresh my memory. This is not Hugo Weaving, right?
Correct. It's a guy named Ross Marquand who's from The Walking Dead. And this is a true story. He was on Jimmy Fallon and he said, I got the role because they saw me in my stand-up do a Hugo Weaving impression. And they're like, holy shit, you sound exactly fucking like him. The irony is Hugo Weaving said he told Marvel to fuck off. He's like, I'm never coming back because of the makeup. And they're like, all right, well, it's all CGI now, so fuck you. You just lost $12 million. But Ross Marquand, it looks pretty much like Red Skull, especially considering he's like a spirit now. And he sounds almost exactly like him, so.
I honestly didn't know, like watching it, I didn't know that it wasn't him.
Yeah. I love how when he says to Thanos, like, I even held an Infinity Stone in my hand. It's like the guy who's like, dude, I almost fucked that chick.
Yeah.
We got home, and then she just got tired, and it was like, I don't know, did you really?
And then she kissed me like, thanks for not taking advantage of me. Yeah, let's hang out next week. And I never fucking heard from her again.
I think she changed her number or some weird shit. It wasn't me, though. This is where she's like, yeah, I didn't even know who my dad was, and he did. Because my dad was a fucking asshole. Never came to any of my ballet recitals. It is a little, like, of course this is their characters, they're going to do this. But the fact that Clint thinks that Natasha's going to let him kill himself, when one of the main reasons they're even doing this is so he can get his family back and she really has nobody.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, I'm going to fucking die. Like, you have a wife. You're married to Linda Cardellini. You got to tap that.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Linda fucking Cardellini.
Although your son who likes mayo on his hot dog, like if he doesn't come back, it's whatever.
Right, it's not the end of the world.
Think I could pull off Hawkeye's haircut?
You probably could, actually.
Yeah, I think
Thanks,
you
man.
could.
You have to get a sleeve, though.
I was gonna
You have
say,
to
who
kill a
could pull
bunch-
off the sleeve the best?
Anything else?
Hang on, let me write this down.
Who could pull off Hawkeye's sleeve the best out of everybody on the pod? I think
Guy.
Brent could.
Brent Berry?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
Brent Berry.
I think Nate Thurman could pull off the haircut, too.
He could definitely pull off the haircut. The American Hero.
This is...
Him and Brie Larson basically have the same haircut in this.
And I dig it.
That's true.
I don't know why it's like turns me on so much, the scene where Thanos headbutts Captain Marvel and it doesn't even affect her. Like, all right.
If this was real life, though, Renner would be like, maybe we should have sex before you do it.
I don't know, just like as a last ditch thing. It's like, what?
You have a condom? Why? You're gonna die anyway. Well, that's a good
You're about to
point.
jump
Okay.
off a cliff.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't think we need one.
Would that be considered having an abortion?
Whoa.
Dude.
So this seems cool.
We have lines.
Do we?
He's so good with that. Like, yeah, I could, really hurt you, but I'm just gonna be smart about this.
Honestly, watching this for the first time, I had no idea which one they were gonna kill.
I thought it was gonna be Hawkeye.
I thought it was too. Just the way that they.
Banner's tombstone dropped yet?
I think
I
so.
don't think so.
Okay.
Oh, maybe not.
No.
It's like a year ago. I don't think it has.
Yeah, because you made maybe the most inappropriate joke.
Well, Banner's wasn't too
in
good
Bro
right
First
there.
Squad. No, his
I'm
was
trying
bad.
to defend myself.
Banner's
a
was
little
bad
bit.
right there, but I still think that's second to yours.
Trying to bring down Banner with me, so I'm not the only person down there. I don't think Tombstone's dropped yet, but fans, we did Tombstone literally. I think it's been over a year ago. It was at Nate Thurman's house.
Yeah, it was Nate Thurman's house on New Year's Day or New Year's Eve.
Okay, that was 8
So
months
it was like
ago,
8
then.
months ago at the time of this recording.
I'm looking right now.
Guys, can we just say the Soulstone fucking sucks, dude? Like, it's not worth it.
But the music, dude. Okay, so this is another thing about the score.
Same
if the
score when Gamora died, right?
Yeah, but if it wasn't this good, it like you feel it that much more because of the score.
Mm-hmm.
Red Skull's like, Jesus, I can't believe she did it. I was kidding, guys.
I
We
was
could have just done it
the
with
stone's right here. I
Yeah,
can have
it's
it.
literally under my
Oh,
my carpet thing here.
it's kind of funny now. This makes me want to rewatch Infinity War.
I recently watched Infinity War and then immediately went into Endgame. You almost have to watch them back to back. So if you're at this point in this commentary, stop it, listen to our Infinity War commentary, then come back into this. If you already did that, then you're awesome. Comment below and let us know, and we'll mention you on the next pod.
Yeah. Tab this out, make a new window with it.
I gotta pee. This is a good spot.
Yeah. Because the last act is where shit gets really crazy. But we have about 10 minutes.
What's
15
the
minutes
app that tells you when to pee during movies?
Run Pee?
Okay, that's
I have it. It's pretty sick.
Awesome.
Have you seen it? Like what it looks like?
Pull it up and show when it says to pee during this movie.
Oh, you have to start it when the movie starts.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Because it gives you like warnings. It tells you what you're missing. But like these are all. Hang on. Well, it's updating right now. And they're all back, but who we missing? Yeah, these are all the movies on it.
Okay. Yeah, we haven't dropped Tombstone yet.
He's like, so am I the only one who's fucking pissed off?
Hulk's like, where's... And Hulk and
Her kind
Natasha
of had a thing in Ultron, yeah.
And Ultron? Like it was a threesome?
In Ultron.
Oh.
Ultron filmed, but he wasn't involved.
He wasn't involved. There was some group sex. I wasn't involved.
No,
Michael's
he wasn't.
was.
I was.
Michael's was.
Yeah. It's kind of the end of the humor for the whole rest of the movie. How long do we have left?
About an hour.
30 minutes of it is just fucking mind-blowingly awesome. He's got a point.
Yeah.
Love his like tracksuit. Hulk gets fucking mad here. I just like this shit. Like, let me take my fucking breath before the end of the movie, you know?
Because it can't be Red Skull's like the only thing that can't be undone.
Right, the Soul Stone can't be. Same thing with like Heimdall.
Fucking great.
He's kind of being an asshole. It's like, dude, you lost your shit. But it's not though, dude. Like if you died, that kind of defeats the whole point of this. I could do that.
All day or day. Guys, we got a situation.
I was like, well, she says that a lot.
She was gonna keep it too.
She said that a lot. I
Yeah,
think she is
she
lying.
tend to use
no,
that
this time I'm pretty sure.
No, she had that look in her eyes. Banner, this is like an homage to Howard in First Avenger when he's like messing with the Tesseract.
Yep.
Dude, subtitles guy was all over it because he wrote chuckles mischievously.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Out of my way. I wish he still had a beer in his hand. That would be great.
Yeah. And like a joint tucked behind his ear.
You knew it had to be Thor or Hulk, right? Like it was only one of those two.
Yeah. Again, like all of this works, like the emotion that he's giving, it all fucking works. There's just something that's off. And I can't.
And Tony's got a
pinpoint
point.
what
He's
it
like,
is.
yeah. Tony's like, yeah, you're strong enough, but you're like a fucking mess right now. We can't trust you to do
Have
this.
you seen have you guys seen the gag reel at that part where they're like, do you know what's flowing through my blood right now? And he says Cheese Whiz, all the different things that Rhodey says. He's like, Funyuns,
No,
Kit Kats.
How does Hulk find? Like, he has to go to the big and tall store, right? To find those.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the sad thing. There's humans out there that wear the same size shirt Hulk does.
This was like Hulk's supposed to be bigger than like Dwayne the Rock Johnson. That's the other thing. He's not that big in these movies.
This
He
is
was-
bitch now. 2014.
When it was Edward Norton, he was big, but they didn't like stick to that.
Yeah. What should he be? Probably like 10 feet tall, like as big as a basketball goal.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
It's probably like feet in this. Bless you. This was that scene in the Super Bowl trailer that got everybody jacked up.
Yeah.
Yes. Was Fat Thor in that?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so.
They keep out all the spoilers.
Because if he was, we'd be like, what the fuck happened to Thor?
Yeah.
Quit working out or something?
Barn door protocol. This is when you have the real crazy orgies.
It's just like
Just probably freak the chick out. Take her in there, then that happens. It's like, what? It's just that's
What are you talking about? So the light doesn't get in.
Chill
procedure.
Relax, babe.
Come on, it's
Have
me.
another glass of wine.
It's me. It's
I don't
Jeffy.
know, that last one made me awfully sleepy.
What?
I don't think you just need one more. This is me when I'm in like 8th grade and I masturbate 4 times in a day. I'm like, God damn it.
I got one more in me.
Rocket's like, take it off. This does fuck up his arm.
Did you think he was gonna turn into Red Hulk here?
Yeah.
I did.
Thumbs up from Thor. Okay.
How does she
Now
know
this
how to
bitch.
use this? Like,
I
did
think
she
she
read
used
the
it,
manual?
Well, she took Nebula's like memories, right, or whatever.
She YouTubed it.
Yeah, there's a YouTube video for everything. Tanner.
Yeah, that's true.
God damn, that was fucking scene was sick.
Yeah. Now Tony like puts the ice on his arm. Help him out.
Shoot him up. He's good.
Just icy hot. He's spraying out.
Probably, yeah.
What's the off brand of Icy Hot?
Like Therma something.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. It like smells 10
Are you
times
saying
worse
Tony
and doesn't
Stark
work.
can't afford icy hot?
We gotta cut costs somewhere.
Again, how do you when you're rich? How do you stay rich? You buy off.
And look at his wife. She calls him the second she gets snapped back.
God, chill out.
You are
Clingy?
smothering me. It's been 5 years. I'm just saying, this is a bit aggressive.
So I didn't realize that like when he snapped, he killed like half of like the wildlife and stuff too. It's not just half of humans.
50% of all living things.
It's a good picture of Linda Cardellini.
If she picked it out.
Oh yeah, I'm sure she's like, hey, can you use this for my Instagram? I really like this picture.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, this is just.
I don't know why you would build like such nice buildings. You know you're just gonna get them blown
they're
apart.
gonna get. Yeah.
And you want more beer for the end?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm
Great.
thinking we got two beer. We
I
got
just
two
gave
beers
in
to
to
the
peer
end of the movie.
pressure. I'm really hungover, but
All right, Banner, I'm going to take my last piss before the greatest fight scene in movie history.
Okay.
well, Banner, it's just me and you.
Yeah, just the. Hey, so we need to talk like about starting our own pod.
Yeah, we will.
Oh, Baby Banner may be coming in.
I think
Hi, baby.
Cycles too.
Well, we have to have him.
He said he's actually going to maybe show up too in pod.
Really?
On the new...
What's your opinion, baby? Yeah? What do you think? This is some crazy stuff. Do you think Hulk it's gonna fall on him? Are they gonna drown? Are you okay?
Ask Baby Banner if she likes Linda Cardellini, Evangela Lilly, or the green chick better.
Do you like the green chick, Evangeline Lilly, or here? Ask her.
Do you like the green chick, Evangelina Lilly, or Linda Cardellini better?
She's shaking her head. Yeah, I think she likes all of them.
Okay, so yeah, that'd be me too. I just want to force him now.
There it is. So I don't know. I'm confused by the iron gauntlet here that he makes. Like, I feel like it would just be destroyed, right?
I mean, I would think Stark could make it better than Thanos, but
Thanos didn't make that. The Eitri, the giant elf, did,
yeah,
right?
that's true.
Yeah, you're right. Ichi's pretty good at what he does. Where's my cup? You want half the granola bar?
Good, thanks.
Yeah, I'll take half.
You're across the...
State.
Oh, hey there, Baby Banner.
Yeah, we just woke up from a nap, so we gotta watch this third act. Woke up just in time.
Just in time.
Raising him right. Thanos is so chill here. He's like, I'm just gonna hang out. This is the equivalent for Thanos of like, let's meet by the flagpole and fight.
It's just a baller move to just take your helmet off and just chill. Like, yeah, I'm just gonna hang out here. You can't touch me.
And make someone else go run all your errands for you. While you get the stones, actually, I have some clothes at the laundromat you can grab.
Nice.
Can you just pick those up? Also, while you're at the store, I'd love some beef jerky.
You know the kind I like. Teriyaki.
Yeah. I mean, if they have sweet and spicy, I guess I'll take that, but...
I'd like to see them, maybe make some purple, if you know what I mean.
Does green and blue make
They're
purple?
fighting to make up.
Isn't that what green and blue makes?
Pretty sure.
Yeah. Did you get that joke, Banner?
No, I got the joke. I just think green
Okay.
and purple, or green and blue don't make purple. I'm pretty sure it's red and blue make
What do
purple.
they make? What do they make?
What do you
I don't
think
know.
makes
Like
purple?
teal,
What do you think makes purple?
blue, and red?
That actually, yeah, that sounds right.
Fuck, that's
Okay, wait. Let's go back.
Cut it out.
Scene. I like to see these chicks get together and make teal. There we go.
There
Nice.
you go.
Saved it.
High
We've
five.
all we've all been here. You're like about to go to the bar, like Tony, like, hey man, we gotta go, dude. They have half off shots. It's like, but I'm passed out in my bed.
What is it? I know, it's sad, isn't it? But they're gonna win. I'm pretty sure. I've seen it before.
I love how Thor's like,
I don't know. I don't think they're gonna win. I think Thanos is gonna kill everyone again.
Thor's like, I actually might drink some water before this fight. Instead, Thor has a protein shake.
You should have had a Gatorade. That'd been hilarious.
Would have been
Just drinking
perfect.
a Gatorade.
Or
It's
like
I'm
or
just
like
trying
some
to hide-
Pedialyte.
Yeah, just trying to hydrate.
It's gonna be hard for me to do the commentary because I really just want to watch the rest of this
Yeah.
movie.
I've watched this 3 times since it came out on digital or on Blu-ray, and I've teared up every time at the same spot. So
Thor's like, all right, let's put on the game uniforms.
I love that
I just-
his beard gets braided right there. I think it's awesome.
Here, I just wish that he was more like in shape to like fight.
I agree.
Yeah, he's not in his like peak physical condition, but at least he has both hammers.
I love how Thanos just sitting there chilling.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Back to me. He like loves this.
God, Brolin's so good in this.
I know. He's so pissed off.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying he's not good as Cable. He's just so much better as Thanos.
I probably sound like a terrible person, but it makes sense. Eliminating half of Earth to the other half of Terra. Like, I see where people would vote for him.
And I was like, and you don't even appreciate it. So now, it's like when your parents are like, well, now you're grounded for 2 weeks.
And he was really tough on crime and really good with schools.
Yeah.
That's the thing that makes him such a good villain is like you see where he's coming from. You understand. Yeah, she just left. It's fine.
Vader, she's trying to make a point.
Can you let her make her point, please?
What's your point, baby?
Vader.
The stones you've collected for me.
So the metal of Thanos' sword is supposedly Uru, which in the comics is like stronger than vibranium, but not as strong as adamantium.
What's weird is they kind of did him a favor because they collected all the stones, and now he
I
just has
know.
to kill him.
Well,
It's
that's why-
actually easier than
And now he's pissed because he's like, I mean, I bought you a present and I saw you return it.
Yeah.
All right, the next
How
30 minutes
uncomfortable
is
do you
nonstop.
think Hemsworth is like filming all these scenes in that suit?
Probably pretty uncomfortable.
Like super uncomfortable, right?
I would like to buy one of those suits and just like go out one night with it on.
That would be fun.
Yeah. It's
See
just
the
like
reaction.
a giant jelly suit.
Yeah.
Hawkeye's like, I really got the raw end of this. I have to run from the Outriders, and I mean, I know you guys are drowning, but like, look at my life.
I bet that gauntlet's kind of heavy too.
And now he's about to get really confused when 2 Nebulas show up. This sword is awesome. It's like, I'll just slice these dudes in half on my way up. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I was happy that they gave him. What are you doing with the mic? Okay.
The gauntlet is huge, like
It's
Shaq's
so
hand.
big. Well, yeah, that's because the Hulk had it on, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. I guess he was the last one to wear it.
If you masturbated with that thing on,
I mean, it would
So
hurt.
glad I have headphones on.
I was after I said it, I was like, she can't hear me, can she?
No, she can't.
Okay.
Okay, good. This would confuse me.
But
sexually.
at the same
Like,
time, I totally understand your point, Geiger. Like, I
Yeah,
agree.
I bet it would just ruin it for when you didn't have it on.
Hawkeye should be like, in order to find the real Nebula, you guys should make out. And Gamora's like, how does that help us identify them at all? I don't know. Maybe we can learn something about them through
Bye-bye.
that process. Actually, maybe you should make out with them too.
Yeah, maybe
What?
we should all just make out, then reconvene in like 20 minutes.
I bet
Alright.
we feel better afterwards.
We'd all have a clearer head.
So Nebula just killed herself, right?
Yeah, basically.
In
Which begs the
essence-
question: would she die?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
like it doesn't affect the other timeline.
Because they return the stone to the same spot, right?
I don't know.
This
Hit
is
me.
cool.
I love
This-
the team moves.
I was
It's
gonna
like-
say they've done a great job in Ultron and in this of using the team moves.
Oh, I forgot about what happens with the
Yep.
hammer. This is gonna be. I just remember the theater reaction where Matt and I were at was what makes this shit so fucking cool to go see.
This, if you didn't have a good theater experience for this movie, I'm sorry, because I feel like everybody
That's
had
why you have to
a
go opening
great
weekend.
one.
You gotta go opening weekend, man. You gotta go at night,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like on a Friday, Saturday night.
I'm total. Banner, are you cool with like we take like a 1 minute moratorium on talking when the portals open up, just to like
course.
appreciate
course.
it?
When
Yeah,
until
this scene
after
here-
he says
Score.
what he says, that's when I tear up every time. Because I had a poster growing up in my room.
Right
of
here, I
that
grabbed
scene.
Matt. I was like, "He's fucking doing it." God.
And they do the first Avenger
Yeah,
right there.
Really well done.
Yeah. And then Thor remembers from Ultron when Cap like kind of moved it.
Yeah. I knew it.
Cap is good with this thing too.
For never using it, yeah, really good. So
And already
he-
knowing how to summon the lightning. All right.
I was gonna say.
If he could have landed that blow, that would have been
Yeah,
big
that
though.
would have been it.
Because now Thanos is pissed. He gashes his leg pretty good right here too. Oh shit, that's 4 to 6 weeks.
Guys, Thanos' sword is pretty fucking cool too.
Yeah, dude, this thing is not a joke. It's like
I
a practical version of Darth Maul's sword. Or
All right,
lightsaber, I mean.
Here in a minute, this is when we need to just.
This was in the trailer, wasn't it?
Him like
part-
strapping up
yeah.
his But you couldn't see that the shield was broken.
Yeah.
They edited
Yeah, I don't think the shield was broken, right? In the trailer.
This is after you throw up in the bathroom at the bar and you're like, but it's only 11.
I can do this.
And
all
I'm
day.
pretty sure, like,
We're going to another bar
Yeah.
after this, so we have to
Yeah.
find a way.
Dig deep.
Then it's like, I am getting a murder boner right now. You're stubborn, annoying little planet. Brolin is so good.
God.
He brings in all his fucking boys, and you're like,
Yeah.
fuck, dude.
What if they just killed everyone right here and the movie just
Dude, like-
ended? Like,
Holy
what,
shit.
is it coming back? No,
No, that's
it.
the end,
No,
bro.
that's it. That's it. This seems so intimidating. Like all the creatures and everything that he's conquered coming at him.
And Cap doesn't know. He, like, for all he knows, everybody died in the compound. He's like, well, I'll just fucking die too. Who cares?
Yeah. You know his legs hurting too. His suit right here is fucking bitching too.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It's a really, really good like mashup of all of his suits.
This is like a iconic shot too, where he's walking towards like the whole army by himself. It's like me walking into my divorce hearing. Like I have none of the evidence on my side, but
Cycly's over on the other side with Thanos. You're like, hey,
Yeah.
Jeff.
and the whole
You got
series, like, all
Cycly,
my-
Thanos, Geiger, and myself all on the other side.
Yeah.
which was weird.
And
that you
Garrett.
guys-
Garrett's over there as well. Such a cool
Dude,
guy.
once my theater heard this, they all started freaking out. In the earpiece.
I'm just gonna watch here for a minute, guys. Excuse me.
This is like, yeah, let's take like a minute break. I'm gonna crank this shit. I remember like I already started crying. I was like, I've wanted this in my life so bad for so long.
Perfect person to come out first, too.
Yeah.
We're like, fuck, yeah.
They're like, all right, we got 22 movies worth of people we're about to fucking give you. Let's fucking go. He Bombay! He Bombay!
Bombay!
He Bombay!
Bombay!
And Winter Soldier's like, I got a couple rounds I could pump in somebody.
Valkyrie and all.
Korg.
Like,
Hey, man.
hey,
This is
man,
Meek.
that's just-
He's got nice tens.
The hottest Olsen twin.
Yeah.
Yep. She's not even one of the
Howard
twins.
the Duck is in the background with a machine gun.
Wait, Howard the Duck was in it?
Yeah.
I missed that.
What? Yeah, there's a bunch of people you...
Like, just so fucking much going on right now.
Dude, I love how once it starts, Giant Man just fucking punches one of the Leviathans. The score right here. God damn it. This is movie history, dude. Dude, M'Baku from the White Gorilla Tribe, he actually fucks a lot of people up in this. All the Wakanda ships. They really needed, like, everyone.
Yeah.
I literally cannot watch that without tearing up every single time. I had a poster of that
it's
growing
tough.
up, and like my entire life, this scene right here, that's what I've wanted to see
Yeah.
my entire life. And you just,
I love when Drax jumps to the back of this one dude and just starts stabbing
and
him.
he's just like,
a
"Gah, gah,
million
gah, gah, gah,
times.
gah."
Yeah, that punch by Giant Man is one of my favorites. You're like, here comes Drax. Gah, 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 gah. And Korg is like, I'll get the front, man. This is just like a nerdgasm.
That's Paltrow, right?
Yeah, as
Yeah.
rescue.
As rescue, which
Great
I
line
didn't
here.
think I would like that,
You have
but
the little one. That's fucking great.
Fucking machine gun and shit. Oh, that's awesome.
This gets emotional too. Giant Man's like, I'll just clean up. You set the table.
he's like, "You're not gonna believe this."
I started crying at this scene in theaters.
We were in space, and then at what point did you know? Spoilers: Tony Stark dies. What point did you guys figure out like he's gonna die?
When Doctor Strange said like, if I tell you what happens, it won't happen.
Okay, so here, you haven't figured it out yet.
No.
I didn't either. So actually, him.
Back.
True story. Brooke Banner so the movie obviously came out Thursday. On Wednesday afternoon, somebody had spoiled it for Brooke Banner, so she knew that Tony Stark was gonna die. And the entire fucking movie, she was pissed, and I didn't understand why. And then once I figured it out, I looked over at her and I was like, "You knew, didn't you?" And she was like, "Yeah."
Yeah, I don't blame her. That's bullshit.
Yeah, it was
Nice.
like humanity just fucking sucks. Like we should just snap our fingers and half of them should go away. Oh wait.
He's like, you missed the first time, but you got them both the second time.
The casting is like, can you guys honestly, for any of these characters, can you see anybody else as that character? Anybody?
He's like, those weren't the only choices.
Choices were
There were other
arbitrary.
choices. Falcon getting a little ruthless here. Clint's like, I just want the fuck out of here, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Has anyone seen Linda Cardellini?
I called an Uber and it said it was supposed to be here. I don't know
Yeah,
where the
she's
fuck
still
this guy is.
over
No
in
wonder it's
Alaska. Like I just need to get there.
I have a Hulk's like, I have one arm and I'm still gonna rip people limb from limb.
I love that. Da-na-na-na-na, na-na-na-na,
Racha.
na-na-na-na-na.
It's not that ugly.
Not that ugly.
Nothing like West Parked.
Oh, hey,
Okay,
what's up, Evangeline?
Evangeline Lilly, please.
I told you. She's hotter than
And
hell.
she's sweaty too. I don't know why. I
God,
like
when
that more.
when she's sweaty and lost, it's like she's like hotter for some reason.
Doctor Strange's like, let me kill these 40 people real quick. You better be right. I've said that a lot of times. Yeah, dude, bet on them to cover. You better be right.
Yeah, I've been wrong a lot.
It's like, hey, think we can do a quickie? The world's burning. It's like, I haven't seen you
Exactly.
forever.
I know, isn't it so hot that like all
It's
of
been
humanity's
5
on the line?
years, okay?
5 minutes for me. God, you're such a horn dog. That guy from Asgard got fucked up.
Yeah, he did.
Sire.
And you
What do I
know
call
he thought he was going to
Sire?
kill
I know,
Thanos,
we're not
too.
suckers. Yeah. He remembers his name from Civil War. Remember, he's like, my name's Clint. I don't care.
Give it to me.
His new suit is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
The one that Shuri made for him.
When's his second movie coming out?
It's not in the next phase. It's in the one after that, though. But Coogler's coming back. God, that thing's fucking ruthless, that sword. You
She
took
is-
He's like, I don't even know who the fuck.
She's
We
so
can go
hot.
talk about it over a beer.
We'll talk about, you know what, let's start talking about it now. They have the women power scene here in a minute. I don't know who's the hottest in that scene.
Well, the Olsen twins have been known to kill powerful men.
That's fucked up,
Does it make
man.
them hotter or less?
I'm just throwing out a fact.
You take that with that what you will. Peter's like, all right, it's my turn now.
Do you guys like the
Instant
instant
kill,
kill?
I love.
I love it.
It's a good shot.
Yeah.
Thank God Vision and back. Thank God.
Wanda, who are you talking to? Hey, we're just having a conversation, man.
It's
I hope this
one
sweater's
coffee.
still in style. Walk it out. It never was Vision.
Selfish. Banner, I'll be honest, when I was watching this, I totally forgot about Captain Marvel, and then when they start shooting, I'm like, maybe she can fucking help.
Yeah.
What if Schwarzenegger just pulled up from the Expendables? Like, sorry, I had to get drive-through. Like,
There was traffic.
It all connects.
That's how the Expendables is. It's like these people keep showing up, and you're like, who the fuck are you?
Vin Diesel pulls up, connects Fast Furious. He's like, La Familia.
This is fucking cool.
The Rock pulls up.
Some bitch. Oh, Thanos.
Let's get this some bitch.
This is a good idea.
Yeah. Very clever.
Good save.
Oh, Tessa Thompson too. Fuck.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to
You're
meet
first.
you. He keeps introducing himself to everyone. It's like a mixer.
What is it? He goes, "Oh, we're using
Such-
we're using our made-up names. I'm Spider-Man."
Yeah. It's like, no, I'm actually Doctor Strange.
Holland's been doing a lot of voice acting. He's in like a new movie with Will Smith where he's like a secret agent, which
Is that-
I know Banner will see opening.
He also
weekend.
voices one of the animals in the Doctor Dolittle movie.
I saw that movie preview and I'm like, God, this looks
Chris
stupid. I
Pratt's in
guarantee you
that, too.
Banner's gonna see this. Will Smith turns into like a turkey or something. I don't know.
Something just entered the upper atmosphere.
This is when the bartenders walk around with free Jello shots. It's
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, Rocket gets fucking pumped up here.
Like it can't be.
Do you guys wish that Groot would have been a little older now? Like, he would have continued to progress, or do you like adolescent Groot here still?
I mean, I think we got one movie with Groot,
Baby
one movie
Groot.
with Baby Groot. Teenage Groot's pretty funny too.
Yeah.
I can't wait for like really old Groot where
Yeah,
it's
that'll
like
be
yeah.
cool
hates
too.
the kids. Technology.
Has like butterscotch candies
Yeah.
on him all the time.
He likes black licorice.
I love this line.
Yeah.
He's like so fucking traumatized. Hey, Peter Parker. He's like, all right, just surround me with all these hot
Yeah.
women.
He's like, I can.
Just filming this.
Yeah, Tom Holland was definitely
This
the
scene, we're
luckiest
not,
kid on
we're not talking about it too much. But this scene is pandery. It's cool, but it's like you know exactly what they're going for.
It's
like,
yeah, it's basically like like I
It's-
said, will this movie age well? I guarantee in 30 years, like, oh yeah, this is during that whole women thing. Cool, good job.
because to me, dude, I didn't even, and I understand like there's we don't need to get in a political discussion, but it's like I
No, that's
noticed
what the
it.
pod's about.
I noticed it when they did it, just because of the way they did it. Like if all those people would have just happened to go fight,
Yeah.
instead of doing like the big entrance, I probably wouldn't have even noticed.
What if
I'm not
Hawkeye just
mad
like
about it, though.
stood by him and someone like hit his shoulder, like you
He
need
puts
to.
his hand on someone's shoulder.
They're like, no, you gotta go.
What? I
Oh,
thought-
it's this one, that one. Okay, sorry,
I thought we were trying to like fight the. Are we not?
sorry guys.
I do love the Captain Marvel versus Thanos
Yeah.
fight right here, because she is the one who can like match him, strength on
Pound for
strength.
pound. Yeah.
You knew it wouldn't happen, but was any of you hoping like God, it'd be kind of sick if like Wolverine showed up right now or something?
Yeah.
Kind of, but also I thought that might ruin it because this is like about all these guys.
Yeah, I know. It
stories.
would kind of take away from them because you have Captain Marvel, who's brand new.
Right, and they try not to give her too much.
Yeah.
They used her. I was very happy with how they used her. It was very sparingly.
Fine.
The way Thanos bests her in a second is genius. He takes the Power Stone out on its own
Yeah.
and just uses that. Because she's gonna whoop the shit out of him like
Yeah,
this.
she's definitely gonna win right here.
He's about to snap right here, and she like.
That's 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah, that is 4 to 6. That's not just sprained.
Through a woman on camera.
She's like gonna break his fucking hand. The headbutt doesn't
Yeah.
work.
You could see it in his eyes too. He's like, "Fuck, I gotta come up with something here."
This is his only move.
Honestly, I wouldn't have thought of that. If I'm gonna be honest with you.
And we've seen what the Power Stone can do. Like that, she's fucking out of commission after
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, no, that's season ending right there.
Do
Maybe
not-
career.
Stranger's like, don't fuck this up. Hit the free throws.
Don't be Dwight Howard here.
Yeah, this is like, but who else would you rather have up there?
And who'd have guessed it? Tony Stark.
A sort of Shakespearean literature, Tony Stark.
Hollywood would send the script back saying it's not real. Like, what? This whole dialogue is
The
incredible.
leader of
Oh,
the team,
so
the
good.
general.
That's incredible writing right here.
And I. The bookends here of his whole character. God.
Fuck.
I mean, at that point, you knew, like, that was it,
Yeah.
right?
It's just
Actually, he got up and left the theater right now. Just like, where are you going? I was like, well, that's it. See ya.
Nothing else cool's gonna happen. Now, Geiger, I don't know if have you seen the deleted scene here where everyone kneels to Tony Stark, all the characters?
Mm-mm.
oh,
Right.
it's incredible.
Ben, you've seen it, right?
Yeah.
So I'll show it to you.
It
It's
makes sense
really,
that
really
they cut
fucking-
it out, but it's really, really fucking cool.
Because it's too much like the funeral scene. But Tony's there dead and all the.
You
just,
either
like,
have
one by
to
one, like,
have
kneel.
the kneel scene or you have to have the funeral scene, one or the other. I think the funeral scene works better,
Like
but the kneel scene is
Well, they paid probably $8 million for the funeral scene, so we're gonna use that.
yeah. Even the kid from Iron Man 3 is in it.
So that's how you do that thing.
Thanos is like so strong it takes a while for the stone to wipe him away.
He
But
needed
who
2 rupees instead of just 1. He's like the fat chick at the
Oh.
bar.
Wow, that's. Thanos is like, fuck. I should send a really racy text message before I go.
I mean, who cares? I mean,
Yeah, I should just send a dick pic. Because
Yeah.
what's the difference? Doesn't matter.
My dick will just like float into dust here in a minute anyway, so it'll just be like a normal picture of my legs.
What if just his dick stayed for some reason? He'd be like, what?
Do you think Thanos has a big dick, or do you think he has like a roided up, shriveled up dick?
I bet he has a small dick.
I bet
He's
he
gotta
does
have a small
dick. I
dick.
bet Shaq has a small dick too.
So
I do like
he's
how they
an
give like
Iron
all his.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Were you gonna say he's an Iron Patriot?
Yeah, that's Iron Patriot's suit right there.
No,
Isn't it?
that's a different. That's a newer. Yeah, it's way bulkier. I was bawling my fucking eyes out right
I don't know
here.
anybody that
Jeff was
was.
unconsolable. He
I
was
was in-
unconsolable.
I was in bad shape. Matt didn't really care because the NFL draft was going on. His team had like 3 first-round picks.
It was
so-
like an historic fucking night. I forgot about that. Yeah, it was the same
Yeah, I
night.
did
I
too.
forgot about that. I was
I
like, God,
forgot.
this is like the greatest draft our team's ever gonna have.
I saw it like 45 minutes before you guys. I texted. I got out and I was like, "Wow!" And guys was like, "Yeah, we just drafted so and so, so and so, and so and so." I was like, Matt, we're kind of watching movie history here."
We're all gonna start.
There's a great line Pepper has to Tony. How do you act this? This must be so hard because the last thing you want to do is be like over the top.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of Gwyneth Paltrow, but she did really, really well as Pepper Potts throughout all of these movies.
Yeah, I think her as a person is fucking weird.
Well, I think that's what it is. I don't think I can get over her as like an actual human being.
See, I didn't like her doing. I thought I needed more from her in this.
Do you like her generally in the other movies as
Yeah.
Pepper Potts?
She's fine.
That hits right there.
Yeah.
When the chess piece goes out, it's tough.
It's over. Our whole fucking life is over.
So
What's
right
the
here,
point, you know?
Geiger, right here is when everybody starts to kneel.
I like the funeral thing better.
And they play like the emotional score and they all take a knee.
Dust in the wind.
Yeah, someone brings out the acoustic guitar. I close my eyes.
Thor singing it.
Jackson Maine comes out. Like, what? Rocket. Tell me something, girl. What? This scene is incredible. Oh, no, this is Hawkeye back at home.
I actually
I
forgot.
love how
about
he just gets the quince.
Yeah.
Hey, where's your mom?
He has so much fucking land. Good for him. This one's emotional too. I love how Far From Home handled the snap. Like the band coming back on the court in the middle of a basketball game. I
Just-
want a handshake with Tom Holland. This Tony's narration is the perfect end of 10 years
It
of
is
movies.
so fucking good. I'm worried about the MCU without him now, honestly.
But it needed like to end, you know?
It needed, yes, he needed to be done. Like his ending, Cap's ending, all of their endings, where they're going. Like, yes, we needed all of that, but I'm worried that it's not going to be the same now. Like I hate to say it, but they were too good. It's the end of a dynasty.
Dude, Wakanda looks good though. Like they're in fine
They're
shape.
fine. They're fine. They're like, see, we didn't sell this technology for so long. We're gonna sell it and just get rich and party for the next 20 years. Thurman could definitely pull off that haircut.
You what?
Thurman could definitely pull off that haircut.
Yeah, for sure. This is the first time Happy's in the movie too, right?
I think so, yeah. Which I like that they brought him back. Here in a little bit when he's talking to Morgan, that hit me super hard too. About the cheeseburger.
Oh my god, the cheeseburger line?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's one that if you didn't really know the movies, like I don't want to call it an Easter egg, but it's just like an egg that if you didn't know the movies about the cheeseburgers from Iron Man.
Favreau probably loved it because he directed the first Iron Man. He's
Right.
like, yeah, dude, I love that line. This is maybe the most expensive non-CGI shot in the history of Hollywood. This one coming up. It's absolutely fucking stupid. Of course, that from the first
Yeah.
Iron Man.
It's just there's nothing wrong about this scene. Absolutely nothing wrong.
So good.
And they go in order from like importance of like to Stony, to Stony. I'm hammered. To Stark.
Hmm.
I mean, anytime I get to see Marissa
Yeah.
Tomei, it's a
Yeah,
win, you know.
it's fine.
Hot chicks are in this fucking
That's what I'm
franchise.
Lots,
saying.
yeah. They even got Michelle Pfeiffer to come back. I forgot
Yeah.
about that. The beginning of Ant-Man and the Wasp, they de-aged her and Michael Douglas, and it really was.
It looks so good.
I was liking it. Let me just put it that way. Mantis is just so confused. She doesn't even know where the fuck she is.
No,
right
she
now.
doesn't know where she's at. She's like listening to like I don't know, Pink Floyd in her head or something.
There's our girl.
After 3 kids, she looks like that. Yeah, I'll buy that.
Give me
It's fine.
another.
Keep them, yeah.
Oh, I forgot Kobe Smulders and Fury pop up in this.
Yep.
There's Harley Keener from Iron Man 3, worst movie ever made, but hey, not
I
your
don't know
fault,
about
kid.
worst movie ever made, but it's
There's
close.
the X-Men kid, right?
No, that's the kid from Iron Man
No, it's
3.
a kid from Iron Man.
Oh yeah, okay. They don't have I guess he died, didn't he?
Yeah.
Who?
Nick Fury. The X-Men.
Quicksilver.
Quicksilver.
Oh,
Yeah.
From Ultron?
Quicksilver. Yeah, he's long gone.
What Ultron was just behind Nick Fury and had
With
his
a
hand,
fucking suit
yeah,
on.
had his hand on his shoulder. Like, what are you doing here?
It's a
Pay my
deleted
respects.
scene. It's a
What a
deleted
dick.
scene, guys. It's a deleted scene.
He's like, you knew I was still alive.
Banner
It's so obvious.
would have got up to the theater and be like, "Fucking Jeff, I told him." Still fucking alive.
Like, sir, we're gonna have to ask you to leave. You have to have a shirt on also. I don't know how you- What?
How you got in here without a shirt?
You know what's so fucked up? I was so drunk when I made that comment. I don't even remember making it, but I have to defend it to a T.
Okay, there's no way you can back down from that now. We've based a year and a half of podcasts on it.
You think Linda Cardinelli's right there is like, why is he talking to that whore? I'm like,
Who's this slut? This is a great scene.
yeah.
God.
Cheeseburgers.
God. It's just like it just hits you so hard in the
I
feelings.
know, dude. I'm just
Like just back to back to back. It's like, look, I've already been knocked out. You don't have to keep hitting me.
Jesus.
Yeah, take your foot off of my throat. It's over. I'm crying. Oh, this scene is so fun. After he lets Valkyrie tells her that he's leaving, it's pretty fucking funny. Of course. Quail? It's Quill. That's what I said. He's like so disrespectful to him. You say I'm in charge, then you touch the map. It's almost like you think you're in charge. Valkyrie's attractive too. God.
She's in Creed, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yep. And of course, When a Stranger Calls in 2006. They were in Men in Black International together. So the next one will be interesting because Thor's in space. The next Thor, because Thor's in space with the Guardians. She's on Earth with the Asgardians, but they are all in the movie. So
Yeah.
like how Taika will bring them all together will be.
I hope Thor's not fat anymore. I hope they.
I mean, it'll have to be in the beginning just for like
Yeah, but
continuity.
Wouldn't that be the cool like montage scene where he's losing weight?
Yeah, him and Quill. He's drinking like smoothies.
Yeah,
and
and
stuff.
Quill's just like, God, like I lost 2 pounds and thought it was kind of good. He's getting shredded.
I'm sure that Hemsworth will be like, dude, if I'm in this shape, like, can we at least show it off a little bit? Tree, good to see you. Breaks the shit with his bag.
What does he even have in his bag?
Who knows? Bricks. Starts touching Quill's fucking screen.
Just so you know, this is my
He's got to have a 30-pack of Bud Light and like a pint of Mad Dog.
Yeah. Some beef jerky.
Yeah, some beef jerky. Maybe half a bottle of like strawberry Pedialyte.
Yeah. And some crackers. For the honor of leadership. No one needs to fight.
Please use knives.
Yeah, knives. I'm Groot.
Guys, does that piss you off that that's Vin Diesel?
What?
Does that piss you off that that's Mark Sinclair?
That's true, it is. Yes, you. Of course. The second you turn your fucking back. So you send him in charge and you touch the map. And it would lead you to think that you think you're in charge. Quail, I would never. This is great CGI. Like, that looks like a human being.
It's actually
I
real
wonder if they
life.
keep, like... I wonder if they keep his, like, actual hair.
It looks just like him.
Yeah.
I bet they do somehow.
So is all this happening at like Stark's like cabin house?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Because I think that's where he had all the technology for the quantum tunnel.
He's like, "You want to come?" Nah, I'm dating a figure skater. It's getting kind of serious.
Yeah, I might get physical with her, though, if she talks back to me. Oh. That's
But I'll
weird.
use
All
my
connects.
human arm, not my
Smart.
mechanical arm.
That's what I always joked with Geiger. I was like, in I, Tanya, does he at least not hit her with the metal arm? Is it like the... Gotta put the hammer back, too.
Yep.
This was one of my favorite parts of the movie.
Yeah, I thought this was like the
This is
only way you could see his story.
And I don't
right?
even really like Captain America that much.
But they weren't like, let's not get crazy with like killing off all the main characters.
Yeah.
2 major deaths.
Yeah.
And like this is the best way to end his story, right? Get him out of the MCU.
And it's a perfect way to set up what we already knew was coming, which was the Winter Soldier Falcon spinoff show.
Right. Which, by the way, Zola has been announced as the villain in that, so I'm pretty excited. Or
Yeah,
not
that'll be
Zola, I'm
interesting.
sorry. What's his face from Civil War? Zemo.
Zemo, yeah, that'll be very
Yeah.
interesting how they bring all that full circle, like how he escapes or whatever.
What if when they go up to him, like, so was it worth it? He's like, not really. I went back there and she's seeing somebody else. Actually has a kid with him.
And
so.
he's kind of a cool dude.
Yeah.
Like, I
actually
get
kinda
it.
like him.
Yeah,
Younger
He
than
makes
me.
fantastic
yeah,
ribs.
right? They always are, right?
Brews his own beer.
Bruce's own
And it's
beer.
not bad.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Oktoberfest, man, once summer's over, I go right to his garage, man.
He gets me a deal, which is nice. Least he could do, I guess.
I think the person, like the actual person who grew into their character and did better over time the most was Chris Evans as Captain America. Every movie he got way better in, I thought.
At first, I was like, dude, really, the Human Torch? And now I can't even really see him as Johnny Storm.
I think that may have been hurting him at the beginning, but even if you go back now and watch the first Avenger, he's not that great.
Yeah, that one's a tough movie because he's like the most aw shucksy that Cap. Because Cap gets kind of jaded, especially after Winter Soldier.
Yeah, he goes 100% 360. No, 180. No, 180.
No, 360 would be right back where he
Yeah,
started. That's
180.
like Jason Kidd quote. Have you seen? We're turning this team around 360 degrees. Like, so we'll be in the same
Yeah.
spot. Still losing. I like Sam's facial hair.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, I'd fuck him. What?
It's really. What?
You
Huh?
what?
I like Winter Soldier's hair right there.
Yeah, because it looks like yours.
Kind of. Mine's
What
more
is that
curly
on?
though. Mine's a little curlier. That's a cool shot. Seeing him wield the shield for the first time.
Yeah, that's
Guys, I'm
not-
smashed right now. I'm so drunk.
I'm feeling pretty good.
This is a 6-beer movie for me.
I mean, it is 3 hours. I don't know if this has been definitely hasn't been our funniest movie commentary, but I think a lot of things I hated about this movie I'm more forgiving on now, rewatching it.
The
Like,
ending was great, I thought.
I actually loved Bro Thor this time. I'd like a Bloody Mary.
I always liked Bro Thor. Just at the very end, I'm like, God, I want him to kick ass, not be like chunky.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Apparently, he got married. Fucking stupid ass.
Idiot.
Yeah, but it was
more for me.
to Atwell, so like it's not that bad.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
If you're gonna lock down anybody,
Should they get married in the 50s or in the 70s?
Probably in the 70s,
Yeah.
right? I don't fucking know.
I don't know.
Probably. If you went back to all the places he was supposed to go to, it would have been the 70s, right?
It'd be awesome if
Right.
he just runs outside and yells at the kids to get the fuck off his yard.
Get the fuck! I just weed-eated! God, you little shitheads.
Finally
Steve,
got
it's
that
okay.
dance.
Nice.
Mm. So what's gonna happen
And the
once
fact
the
that
sun
she has
goes
a British
down?
accent is just like not even fair. Make out, you won't. Wow.
There it is.
It's the end of
Wow.
10 years of movies.
It's wow. We've said that we said
Hell, I'm not crying, you pussy.
You're a fucking pussy.
Yeah.
You're a
Oh,
pussy.
what?
You're a bitch.
guys, we've said this on our review. Is it a perfect movie? Not at all. Is it a fantastic, great movie? 100%. I didn't know Favreau was an executive producer, and so is James Gunn. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, same with James Gunn. I didn't
Yeah.
realize that.
Perfect movie? Not at all. Great movie? Probably the best third act of a movie I've ever seen. Yes, 100%. History-wise, cinematic history, never been none. I will be shocked if we ever see something
Probably
like
never
this
will be done.
in our lifetime ever again. I think there's going to be a lot of attempts to do it, but it never will happen again.
Because you have to have such patience to build up to this. I don't think anyone's ever going to be able to be that patient.
And the movies have to be good too, because after a movie sucks, everyone's like, "Fuck this, the franchise is over."
Well, and
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like Marvel, they had hit rock bottom, so like they put everything they had into Marvel Studios. And
But
I
if they're
think
bad movies, the ones you consider bad movies don't matter. I mean, Thor: The Dark World being bad doesn't, in the scheme of things, really matter.
and it's not
You just
that
can't have,
bad
like,
of a movie. It's just bad compared to all the other movies.
Yeah.
Here coming up, when they
Call me
give
if you get this.
homage to all the original Avengers is really cool how they do it.
Well, like looking at this cast is fucking insane, and then
It's
all the
absurd.
clips are from other movies, like Civil War, right there. That's from Winter Soldier, the first Thor,
Black Panther.
obviously Black Panther. Like
Cena scene.
that was from Infinity War with Wong. I think that was from Guardians 2.
Guardians
First
1,
Guardians. Yeah.
Black Panther. Iron Man 2.
2.
Strange.
Ah,
That's
Iron Man 3. When Happy's in charge of security.
Yeah. Hey, where's the badge?
Oh, the Dark World. There we go.
Natalie Portman.
God,
Melissa Tomei. Hottest Aunt May ever.
Yeah. Hey there, I'm made of rock. Don't be afraid though, unless you're made of scissors. That was a little rock, paper, scissors joke.
Michelle Pfeiffer, Catwoman.
Would.
I forgot she was Catwoman.
Oh yeah, Kobe Smulders was in it at the end. Linda Cardellini, give her some love. She's really the star of this, you know.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
She's why I can't.
And also why I showed up to the movie.
Yeah.
Featuring Vin Diesel as Groot, dude. Fuck Vin Diesel.
I forgot. I can't stand that's.
I'm Groot. How is that you? It's not.
But he did
I could-
100 different
What's the
dialects
thing
of
to
that.
Samuel Jackson's Nick Fury, motherfucker.
And now they do the big five here.
Which is
I
awesome.
actually do like the score here.
Which I love that they like had them actually sign. Like everything about this is perfect.
Yeah. It's like all their like coolest clips from all the movies.
Yeah. You have ScarJo doing some Brazilian.
Iron Man
Iron
2.
Man 2.
God.
Love
Iron Man 2.
Sin.
I think we can all agree Scarlett Johansson from Iron Man 2 is the hottest Scarlett Johansson there is.
Ever.
Yeah,
Ever.
Nothing rivals.
Tom John, she's pretty hot, but yeah,
Yeah,
Iron
she's
Man 2
pretty
is
hot,
yeah.
John. That's my secret, Cap. I'm always angry. That scene in Ultron where he's just ripping robots apart is pretty cool too.
Why did they pick Vin Diesel to be Groot? They could have gotten so much of a cheaper actor, and no one cares that it's Vin Diesel.
I know.
No one cares.
Well, what I'm
You
confused
think
is
it's
how
like-
did they get Vin Diesel to do Guardians of the Galaxy 2?
Just,
Because it's a sequel.
he tried to show it for 13 minutes.
Yeah, do sequels.
Oh yeah. He doesn't do the second one. He'll do the
Yeah.
But
fourth.
Check out our Too Fast, Too Furious movie commentary and our Fast and the Furious movie commentary.
guys, that was Avengers Endgame. Any last thoughts? Geiger, let's go to you first.
Man, I think it was close to a perfect movie as you can. I mean, there was so much expectation on this, and I liked it better than Infinity War. And I liked Infinity War, but this third act was fucking awesome. I think the comedy hit, especially fucking just
Yeah.
Hemsworth just carried it with the comedy, man. Like, it was fucking great. It was a great movie, and I thought it ended. The biggest thing for me is I really don't care about the first 90% of the movie. You have to end it right, and they ended it fucking perfectly. It was so good.
See, I disagree. I think Endgame is not a I think Infinity War is a better movie. Endgame has a better first and third act, but as a whole, I think Infinity War, you wouldn't have Endgame so well if Infinity War didn't set it up. I mean, it's like a perfect like middle reliever pitcher. Right? You don't have such a great closer if you don't
Just
have
make
such a
him
good
the
middle
closer.
reliever.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm pretty drunk. Horns.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say Endgame. Every time I see it, the few things that I don't like, I like more. So, but the main thing, like Geiger said, the ending of it was perfect and the perfect culmination to 22 movies, and I'm just so happy. Love it.
Sorry,
Banner
I had,
could use those
Banner
things.
almost walked away. Yeah.
no,
He
I
forgets
had to
these
find my phone because I need to find my notes.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
The
close.
only people listening now are probably Henrik.
Yeah, well, we're just waiting, but yeah.
Trent
do your
Pimp might
thing.
still be with us.
That's true.
Guys, we are the Bro Force Squad
Be calm.
podcast,
No, I wasn't.
which inherently means you were.
Right. I was gonna say that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that does make sense. Guys, we've been the Bro Force Squad podcast. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button here on YouTube or on Spotify or on iTunes, wherever your listening desires appease. Don't forget to go to broforcesquad.com. That's our website. We post stuff on there occasionally. Follow us on Twitter at broforcesquad. Website www.broforcesquad.com. Jeff does that Redbox thing, so make sure you check that out.
Letterboxd. But I guess I also use Redbox occasionally.
I don't know what the
So
difference
it's
is.
not. One is a red box and the other is a website. Yeah, it's fine.
All right.
All right, we've derailed. Let's snap our fingers and just.
Yeah.
Yeah. One.
Oh, Christ, please.
Well, we're actually unsnapping our fingers because we snapped at the last Infinity War. So let's unsnap our fingers. We'll catch you guys next time. Bye.
So are we going back in time to snap our fingers, or is this present time?
As long as
We're going to the
Haley
Wild
Atwell's
Wild
there, I don't
West.
fucking know.